kings, resilience in the fold. Hedge pressure rising, the charts are bold. Daily bands rapping, stories untold. Riding with rockets through your AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every trade hope never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. The pulse ascending, mind on fire, never ending. Trees of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Riding with rocket scooter AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, midnight glory. Heartbeat thumping, another story. Green and red, flashing voices loud. Future kings standing on their cloud. Checking the charts with your AI. Up we go, reaching for the sky. Every train home never dies. On the edge as the numbers fly. Checking the charts, tracking the charts. Midnight glory. Sanctuary in awe, it's blending. Mind on fire, never ending. Dreams of gold, endless fight. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night. Push on through the endless night.
Hey friends, what's up? Good morning. Woo! What's up? What's up? Friends, family members, loved ones, welcome to the stream. Good morning, Simon Dean first, Jillian, Fred, Nathan, Maddie, Mark, just me thinking out loud, Simon, Tom, EK, Victor. Welcome back, Victor. We were worried about you. We're gone yesterday. Don't be gone again. Arrow, Jimmy, Live to 12 dogs. What's up? Where? What's up, DBG? What's up, Ryan? What's up, DGC? Morning, all. Good morning, David. Just here for the music. You know, I'm gonna write like 25 more songs this week. You know, I composed all of these songs myself with AI. I'm gonna make some more good songs. The ones you guys did for like the contest and the main theme, of course, as well. We should have another another like songwriting contest like we had before. Be great. Poker How next play JTR DWG. What's up? Rich, what's up? B David Walker, Age Shocks, Micah Gary, Mark Goldigger, Jules. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Humble morning. You're down a grand. Oh no. Great job on the show yesterday. Oh, with my funded features. Thanks. That is a permanent thing now. This is gonna be every day at the same time. Is there a chance NQ will reach ATH today? Today? No, not today. Yo. Ray, what's up? What's up, King? What's up? Miguel, what's up, Saab? Tejas. Any chance? All-time high is still really far away. Markets don't move that much per day. But it's possible if things still go strongly at the rate at which they're going now, it's fairly possible that they get there, you know, before the end of next monthly expiration. Certainly not impossible. Marking on my charts here. All right, let's get going. So, federal judge starts to, you know, as you know, the news yesterday rules that Trump's, and of course, you know, obviously we've been seeing something cooking in the price action, I guess. The price action has been a little sort of telling or hinting at something. Where is my thing with all of my stuff in it? Put it there, in there. Oh, there it is. And something's been off, right? You know, you can see the last couple of days, market was trying to rally, then it sold, then trying to sell, then it rallied. There's something going on. And then you know, judge ruled, you know, some things like, now again, this has to do, you know, trade related stuff, but the Trump can't use his emergency powers to throw tariffs at everybody. And this was not, you know, not all tariffs are affected by this judge's ruling, just some of them. And, you know, they agreed with some of them and didn't agree with most of them. Matty the Iceman, what's up, Ty? So the question is, you know, how's Wall Street going to perceive this? We know that whenever there is the idea of no tariffs, Wall Street loves to take the market back to highs. So we rallied pretty hard yesterday off of that, piggybacking off of NVIDIA earnings, right? NVIDIA comes through, just massive beat on earnings. And NVIDIA was here, then we rallied, then we got that kind of tariff ruling. We rallied up and then rallied back down. And now we're at really strong kind of like margin buffer limit support. I'm setting EP right now, S&P. The question is, how's Wall Street going to perceive this? Is this really bullish? Like super bullish from here? Or is it just mildly bullish from here? Or is it like the exhaustion point from here? I don't like to see days like this. Days of the market goes up on some kind of, you know, news-based rally and then sells off most of that. It has me concerned. And not that I'm concerned that the market's going to reverse, but the fact that we're kind of like back to where we were yesterday, we need to really look at the data today. And another thing is that VIX is circled above the, you know, we call this the triple B, the contango midpoint. The VIX is starting to pick up a little bit. We know for a fact, guys, that when VIX is above here, you're going to have choppier, more volatile markets. This is that chop. You know that you're going to overshoot pivots. You know you're going to need to trade smaller because of that volatility, smaller and wider. And so we're going to trade smaller and wider today. If something today goes up a little bit and then sells off, who knows how the market's going to respond to what happened yesterday. But, you know, we err to the side of following the pivots. The pivots say they're, and the flow says it's bullish. We're going to take a bullish, baby. Yo, bro, I saw your thing with Words of Wisdom, man. Ty, that was pretty cool. I watched some of it when I was waking up. I was like, I went through Twitter. I came across it. I gotta watch the whole thing later. This is not usual. Me drinking a soda. Not usual. Not usual at all. But a fridge full of stuff left over from the party. I swear, we had like so much liquor and alcohol and drinks and mixers and everything there. It was unreal. Everybody we knew brought like a bottle or two. So all of our friends were just like, hey, look, we brought a bottle to the party. And we just had like at least 100 bottles of stuff, like for 50 people, felt like. So I've got 3 ice chests still full of like beers and sodas and whatever, because we had so much. I might as well just drink a beer every morning. Just kidding. Crazy rally last night. Yep, crazy rally last night. And we breached TD ban. We came back inside. Now we're kind of sitting close to that yellow line that we have been kind of resisting against. Now it's sitting as support. We'll have to see at the open if we start off with a pretty decent. Now, again, this is going to be cool because resilience is going to be slightly positive as most things may gap up. But maybe just NVIDIA gaps up and everything else doesn't. We will see how the rest of Wall Street was looking. Because at the end of the day yesterday, the majority of things were selling off. And it was NVIDIA that took the market higher. So we'll have to see if we open up today and resilience is bad. It just means, you know, not all the stocks care about the tariff change news. But we'll have to see. This is the most important thing in the morning is to see how the stocks play out. And probably a majority of them may gap up, but a majority of them may not. We'll just have to see. Diabetes in a can. Oh, yeah. This is the no sugar Coke Zero. But I realized I went through this phase over the holiday. You remember I was really sick around Christmas time? I was slamming like 7-Ups and ginger ales just because it was like, you know, just when you're sick, you always want to, you know, a soda or something. And I started like drinking them all the time for like 3 months. And then I got fat. Then like the last 2 months I've had to work my butt off to get back to my normal. Like I literally gained 10 pounds and then I lost 10 pounds. So you guys saw me on my streams back in, I don't know, December, January. I probably had like 5 chins. I had to work it off. So yeah, sodas, that's the easiest way to lose weight. Sodas and alcohol. You want to cut down, pound. That's the easy way to do it. Bullish or bearish? Today, everything was bullish yesterday, so I'm still bullish today. Unless something changes. We'll have to see. Bum, 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 bum. I just took my second payout with FundedNext today. Let me make sure I got it. Yesterday. Disperse. Ooh, cool. Let's go to Rise. Check out. Yeah, I had so 2 days in a row, back to back, took $2,900 and $2,800 payout. So I only been those guys with about a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe trading. I mean, literally like the 10 or 11 days. I guess that's 2 weeks. And both, I had 2 funded accounts. 2 of them, I'm still working on getting funded. And then they had the big sale, and then I had to bust them and then get new accounts again, which now those are almost funded. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, so I got 2 FundedNext payouts. I'm already profiting with these guys. So profiting meaning minus the cost I paid, minus taxes, I'm in the green. So in 10 days, now I've got a money-making machine with those guys. Kind of nice. I like it. Says dispersed. All right, dispersed. All right, within 24 hours. And you know, they pay you a bonus if they don't pay you out within 24 hours. I didn't even think to tell you guys about that when I have all the perks I always talk about. If they don't give you your payout within 24 hours, they give you like $1,000 bonus or something like that. So that's kind of cool. It's like the old, you know, Domino's from the 90s. If your pizza's not there in 30 minutes, your pizza's free. I And then they had that commercial for a while. And then Domino's pizza drivers were like wrecking their car and running over guys on bikes and stuff. And then the company was like, okay, we can't do this anymore. Good morning, everybody. When you pass the eval and FundedNext, does your account get reset to 0? Yeah, well, you start over with a new account in the funded side of things. The answer is you have to go to that. All right, success. The money is on the way. Cool. So with FundedNext, kind of nice. 2 payouts with them already. Let me show you guys. Again, just rocking my win rate. So still a trade of 8. I've been trade of 5. Been doing very little in the last 3 days. Right, just kind of scalping. Yesterday, I finally made some big trades at the end of the day. I rode that short down twice. So my win rate's still like upper 70s, 76%, which is pretty good. Here is the 2 dispersed payouts with FundedNext that I've got. These are both in 50K accounts. They both cost me, I don't know, probably right now, I think with the sale, they're going to be very inexpensive. I think they're maybe like 120 bucks. Don't quote me on that. With the sale, 149. So these are these accounts right here in the middle, 149. And the 2 payouts I've taken with them so far are here. So I've taken, what is this, 57, 58, 1,500 bucks with them. So that's pretty cool. And of these 3 accounts, or these 4 accounts that I have with them, I had 250Ks and 200Ks. The story goes is that both of the 250Ks are really close to payout. Or one of them was, and one of them was further away. The one that was further away, I tried to blow up and accidentally made money. And then, so I decided to take the payout with that one and then keep that one, keep that one active, until, keep the other one active until it made a payout, and then bust both of them for the sale ends and then re-up both of them. However, one of them took an actual loss, so therefore I had to make a choice. Do I want to keep it for payout or do I want to bust it? And I said I can't bust it in time even if I tried because of the daily loss limit. So with the FundedNext, I had 4 accounts. And 3 of them now are converted to the no DLLs because they blew up as planned. So now I've got 3 uncapped accounts with no DLL and 1 that I just took a payout on that unfortunately is normal. So I'd have to just keep this one going. So as I trade on the stream, I'm going to have a different strategy. I didn't want to have to do this because it's extra work to do. But now I have 1 account that I'm going to have to babysit with really small positions and inch my way forward. The other 3, uncapped. No DLL, so I'm good. You say uncapped, like no DLL. I would have traded that short yesterday, last night in my personal account. Last night, oh, was in this one? So there is no short setup above the green bands. We don't teach you guys a short setup here. But if you wanted to pivot off of there for whatever reason, anytime you drop below this and retest it, you can take a short setup if you believe the DD's less than half and the confluence is with you. But anytime the lower and upper bands, you can always take a trade to pivot to the middle. There's 88% chance. We just don't teach the shorting one because the probability is very low that it does this. It doesn't really hit the top band and sell off a lot. It can do it every once in a while, but it's not the highest probable thing to do that. So it's not in our setups. But as I told you guys yesterday in the boot camp, you can trade any pivot you want, any direction. It just might be a coin flip. And if, or low probability. The only ones we tell you or teach you about as a consistent approach is something that we know has a higher probability, right? I took the short. Oh, I didn't take the short last night. No. I didn't short last night at all. I didn't do any trades last night. I'm completely flat. All my accounts are 0. When I say I shorted yesterday. So yesterday we had, the market was basically, let me find it really quick. Here. We hit, it was here, I think. After the stream was over and after I did my funded futures, the market filled its gap, right? So the redistribution zone was here. We filled the gap to there and resilience was negative, and I jumped in and took a short scalp. I went and picked up the Maserati because it had a freaking flat tire and they had to change the tire out. And while I'm literally in my car driving home, as I'm pulling in my driveway, I'm seeing this happening. The market just fell really quickly on that export, chip news. And then I'm like running up my stairs to close out my position here. So I basically took that short, and then we ran right back up to the redistribution zone again with negative res, and I shorted it a second time. Yesterday was a huge day for me. Like everything was going on, not trading wise, but everything was going on. I had the stream, then I had my funded, then I had to go pick up my car. Oh, it's such a crazy day. But yeah, I ended up walking away with whatever this is. Hold on. Whatever they let me show you guys them. So this was like the total for the day. These are my FundedNext accounts. So these are the 3 that are now without DLL, and this is the one I was trying to bust. And I finally busted it yesterday. So now so this is the account that's making prop payout. This is the one I'm stuck with. These are 3 brand new. This is an old one that busted, and now I got a new one, which is good. No DLL on this one now. And these are my 200Ks, and then these are my Tradeify. So I did pretty well for that. Just the 2 short scalps from box end to box end. That was kind of nice. That was yesterday. But that's it. Just, resilience was bay yesterday. Resilience always bay. Resilience never lies. Resilience will always tell you if something's up. Resilience is my favorite tool that I've got in the box. Market's rallying to fill the gap and you got negative res, you're going to have a little bit of a possible downside move and not a bad bet to make. We don't teach like shorts off the top of the box as a consistent pivot, but it's still a pivot you can take. FundedNext allows up to 300K worth of fundedness or accountness. So you can do as many as you want as long as the total balance is less than 300K or equal. Less than or equal. So 3 100s, 6 50s, 12 25s, or mix them up. I got 2 50s and 200s. How's resilience say? Well, maybe we will know when market opens. Yeah, yesterday's Funded Future show was great. Here's the thing. It's a it's a show with the producers. My first time like leading or hosting a show where there's a producer. There's a lot of moving parts that go on with that. So yeah, if I was like kind of like sluggish at the first minute or two, because there's no it's not just like me going on the stream and being in control and clicking buttons and playing the music. Hey guys, let's do a giveaway. It's more like I'm watching cues. I've got a bunch of people talking to me up here, telling me, okay, Matt, cue this, cue that. All right, Luke's gonna come on, and it's like I'm watching that. So it's like a scripted sort of show in a way. And they're like, hey, we're gonna do a giveaway. So I'm watching that, so they're basically like leading and I'm hosting. But it's like a news show. There's producers. I'm like the anchor and they've got somebody talking to my ear. So I'm getting used to the new format. It's kind of cool. It's neat. And they're a very solid production team. Behind the scenes, they're very professional. They have all the bells and whistles on how to run a show. There's a whole bunch of people making that show happen. It's kind of neat. FundedNext is not intraday drawdown. It's end of the day drawdown. Bum, 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 bum. I've been on many different morning shows. I've been on many different, shows where they do that. I used to be a regular on multiple podcasts years ago. They kind of did the same thing, but this is like a whole different thing because normally I just show up as a guest and then you just kind of sit there and then they ask your name and ask you questions and you talk. This is like I'm hosting, so I'm leading it, but I'm also being led at the same time. So that kind of dynamic is interesting to get used to because it's like when it's your segment, you're talking, but you also have people talking to you, kind of guiding you. It's a neat dynamic. And it's just like just being like a weatherman. I'm sorry, an anchor, right? A weatherman, it's like, okay, you're on. And then the weatherman does the weather. Okay, that's what I used to do. But now it's like you're the anchor. Okay, you're on. And then now I got to read the news and do the things, but I also am like leading the experience as well. So getting used to the extra buttons, the extra pieces were kind of a fun experience for sure. They do giveaway yesterday. I think they gave away like 10 accounts or something yesterday. When you went on, you're like, what the heck is this chat? Yeah. I've been on a bunch of like really big shows that actually they had the same kind of setup, but it's easier when you're just a guest because then you just chill there and you're just waiting for them to be like, okay, you're on. And then you're on. And then you're just like, hey, what's up? And then they just, like an interview style, then you can just talk on your own. There's a whole different experience. Man, I loved it. I had fun. And actually, you guys, that was the biggest show they've ever had. So congrats to y'all for breaking the records over there. That was the highest viewers they've had. You guys made that show bigger than when Tanya was on there, and she's pretty big. So before that, like the highest shows they ever had were, and again, they're growing, but they pulled on a bunch of people. Ty was on there too. Ty had one of the bigger streams too, 4.6. Rake was on there with 5K. Tanya was 7.7, and yours truly goes on there 8.7 thousand. You guys had one of the highest intraday concurrent viewerships as well. You guys really crushed it. Thank you for coming over and supporting. That's really awesome. We love our community, man. You guys are great. You guys went over there and y'all were like just totally like just throwing in chat, rocket scooter. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. And IDOC was there like trolling you guys and having a good time. So we all had a good time with that. So I'm excited to continue to do that. We'll do that every single day for sure going forward. All right, baby. What we got going on here? Okay. Yeah, so FundedNext still has their sale going on until tomorrow, like at noon. This is the 40% off that they're doing. I have to plug this one more time because you have a day left. It's such a good deal. I purposefully blew up all of my accounts and wasted, I don't know, $2,000 or whatever I spent on them. $1,500 to get this deal with the no DLL. Literally, I spent extra money to get it. It's so good. These 40% off accounts also have removed the daily loss limit, and this is one more day left on this. This is why everybody's buzzing about this one thing. If you haven't at least locked in your accounts and you're doing prop firm trading, get them and keep them, even if you're not going to use them. And I'm going to tell you why. Because these are end of the day drawdown accounts with 40% consistency. They're competitive with the Funded Futures Expert and the Top Zip accounts, similar setup. They have uncapped payouts, no payout split, no activation fee, no monthly fee. So you pass it, you just go straight in and you make money. They also have, you can DCA, which is awesome. And they have no daily loss limit on end of the day accounts. And again, there's what I call the triangle of props. The props are going to have one of three things that are going to get you. You're either going to have like a high cost. Well, for a high cost, you're going to get a couple things. Either on end of the day drawdowns, you're either going to get consistency. You're either going to get daily loss limit. It's going to be one or the other. So some of them are going to have consistency with no daily loss limit. Some of them are going to have daily loss limit with no consistency. And then some of them are going to have cap payouts. This is the triumvirate. Okay. So a prop firm will have one of these. They used to have one of these three rules. Two of these three rules. And one of them they didn't. And they became ultra competitive now. Now the status quo is to not have two of these and just have one. They're becoming a little riskier for themselves, but better for you. These days, any of the end of the day accounts are going to have one of the three things: a consistency rule, a cap payout, or a daily loss limit. Currently, right now, these guys have no cap and no daily loss limit. Okay. Like my Funded Futures, you have a no consistency rule in the expert, but you can get a cap payout. Right. And then so different ones. So this is a rarity to have nothing but a consistency rule in all prop accounts. And the uncapped payout is huge. They don't have a live program, so you just make the money and get paid out. I've already made $5,800 from these guys in 10 days. Okay. I've already made my money back and then some. The no cap payout is amazing. 50% of my balance I just took as payout twice in a row. So the idea that you can get an uncapped payout and end of the day drawdown for practically dirt cheap is unheard of. This is a market share grabbing marketing technique they're doing, which is uber risky for them and not sustainable, but they're choosing to do it. So for you guys, grab it. It ends tomorrow at noon. The one I'm showing has a 40% consistency rule. Yeah. Is it USA based? No, they are in UAE, I believe. I'll send you guys the link. And again, this is obviously like, I'm using them, but it's also a paid endorsement. I'll be real with you guys. Obviously I'm working with them now. but I wouldn't join a crew unless I believed that they had awesome products, and then test it myself, put my own money to it, get my own payouts, and let you guys know the experience. So far, I got paid out twice. Payouts were approved and hit my bank account both within 24-hour period. They give you $1,000 and they don't pay out in 24 hours. So they're big CFD firm, one of the big, the biggest out there. They're really trying to make a splash in futures. So we'll see how well it goes. But at least for now, most people here, I know Tyler's doing it, myself, I'm doing it, Brian's doing it. We're all grabbing these accounts because to us, it's like the next big place to be like that. We would call the show off payout. Most of us, when we trade, we're like, making consistent money or doing whatever we're trying to do. But every once in a while, all of us like to compete with each other for fun and have like I'm going to be the next guy to get the $1 million payout. No, bro, I'm going to get it, kind of thing. And this is the next realm where the influencers are going to be able to do that. Everyone is like, okay, we all may blow up our accounts. Who fucking knows, right? But we all are looking at them like, ooh, uncapped payouts with no daily loss limit. When you hear those two rules, you've been trading long enough, you know that no daily loss limit plus uncapped payouts means scalability. A daily loss limit in a funded program is basically how much you can make per day. You think of it like this. The 50K normally has 1250 daily loss limit, which means that if you hit that, you're done for the day. It stops you out. It doesn't matter what your balance is. I could have 50K in profit on this account, but if I lose 1250, I'm out. And it kind of really sucks because, when you're trading, say that most of your trades, like your liquidity pocket trades or whatever, are 1-to-1 or 1.5-to-1. Well, this is that 1 at the bottom of that ratio. So if I'm taking 1-to-1 trades, I can only really make 1250 a day to lose 1250. Your DLL is the limiting part of your R to R ratio. And if I'm doing if I can happen to find a 2-to-1, okay, that might be great. 2,500 is how much I make a day. It's kind of hard to scale that really quickly to be like, I made $1 million, $1,200 at a time. The idea that you have a DLL that's bigger gives you more scalability. It means you can make more profit for the risk you're taking, because none of us are trading like, you're not going to choose, I'm going to take a 5-to-1 trade today. Market's going to tell you what you're going to get. And on average, we get a lot of 1-to-1s, a lot of 2-to-1s and such, but like somewhere in there is probably normal. But with no DLL, literally zero, anything divided by 0 is equal to infinity. So you have infinite scalability, which means even 1-to-1 trades, you can let them ride as far down as you want to dig into them to turn any trade profitable. You can DCA. So the idea that you can put a big ass buffer in these accounts, my first goal is to put like 10K buffer in these accounts, trading 1 to 2 minis. That's it. And as soon as I get 10K in these accounts, I'll scale up to 2 minis. And once I get 25K, I'll scale up to 3, and I'll scale that way. And then basically I'm going to just keep it moderate to I'll never blow up the accounts. Some of my Tradeify accounts literally have $50,000 of profit in them that I take 3K out at a time every 10 days. I'm never going to blow up those accounts unless I'm just full porting like an idiot. So it's such a huge buffer like that. It's just a constant paycheck for me with no additional fees every month. Every month I'm just get paid. Because that buffer is there. And I'm planning the same technique with the FundedNext. I'm going to wait for really strong, really good long setups and a good environment with VIX. And I'm just going to build it quickly with one contract and then scale to 2 and scale to 3. Once I get 50 to 100K in those accounts, I'm not going to be taking out, 50% of this money, like big payouts and stuff. I'm going to try to build it. And then if I take out money, it might be a little bit at a time. I make 100, I might take out 10 or something, The idea is to scale the account like a real trading account. So once they lift all those rules up, there's infinite scalability because you can take any risk you want in that account because you have no drawdown requirements. The problem with the DLL is it just stops you every day. So you have to trade small to prevent that from happening or you get busted on the noise. 40 points of noise in NASDAQ, 2 contracts, you're bust. 1 contract, you're out on the edge. So if it's NASDAQ's moving up and down 40 points, you're up and down $800. So it's 50K accounts you can't scale. So 6 figures incoming. Yeah. And with all the recent kind of issues with Apex, a lot of people out there sort of like, okay, what's the new firm I can try out? Because Apex has been kind of as great as the firm is, no problems with Apex. We don't hate Apex. Apex is great, but a little bit of fear a lot of people have that Apex is now going to be possibly, limiting your growth potential there because they're So you can ban people from buying new eval accounts with them. And then that way, you know, you're not going to be able to scale with them probably. So you've been 6 days for locked out. And Tyler, the same thing, man, happened to him. Got the email. It's like, the email basically is like, you're making too much money. You're too risky for us. You can't buy any more accounts. And everybody got that Apex email that's been trading with them. With the exception of, again, there's a conspiracy here. None of us, like on YouTube, have got the email that I know of. Does Apex play a little nepotism here with their influential, you know, traders? Like, you guys are cool. That's the theory. Not saying that is what's happening. That is a theory. All my streamer friends, none of the bigs got the email. And those are the ones that are milking them. So I don't know. Because they churn accounts and they don't make money, and probably because they bring in a lot of business. But not calling shenanigans, but I don't really spend a lot of time with Apex. I spent some time with Apex last year for a couple months towards the end of the year, and then immediately moved on to bigger and better things. Tradeify. DCA is dollar cost averaging. What it means in prop firm world is adding to a loser. So if you long and the market goes against you and your trade is red and you long again, it's called dollar cost averaging. If you add to a position while it's red, is basically the rule. Many firms have rules against it. Some of them will ban a payout. Some of them have rules against it, but they don't enforce it, like Tradeify. Tradeify has a rule that you can't do it, but they never enforce it. I've never been denied a payout from Tradeify. I DCA all the time. Even though it's in most of their rules, it's usually just like discouraged and taken on a case-by-case basis. Like if you happen to take like 90% of your account and drawdown and then just long the whole way down and turn it into a win, they'll probably be like, okay, that's excessive. We're not going to give you a payout. And that does make sense. But for your point of view, it's if you're adding to a red account. And so this firm actually says they encourage that as a behavior. That's a good trading strategy. So the fact that they don't have any question there or gray area there, ambiguity, you are good. Bum, 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 bum. Somebody's like, it's like face. I haven't gotten the email from Apex, but that's because I just pay them. That's funny. How am I scaling up to like 50K profits on a 50K account? So the 50K account, right? Good question. I have two 50Ks and 200Ks. I'm going to try them out. One of the 50Ks has the DLL. Sucks. I can't blow it up in time. The other one has no DLL, and I have 200Ks with no DLL. The goal is with those accounts is to scale them up, like I said earlier, with the full margin requirement. I'm going to trade one contract. I'm going to do the margin requirement rule. So I'll trade whatever the balance of the account is divided by the margin requirement, or the balance by saying the total drawdown. So the total drawdown at any point in time, say like I'm up 10K profits, the drawdown is 10K. Okay. 10K to bust. I'm already up 10K, so it's 10K to bust because 0 is the busting point. Then I take this divided by the margin requirement. That's the number of contracts I'm going to trade. So roughly in this environment, that's like, 5 micros kind of thing. So I'm going to scale them pretty carefully. If I do make regular trades, kind of like that, and then scale it up along those lines. But as a rule of thumb, the first 10 to 20K, I'll be doing one mini most. 20 to 30, 40K, I'll be doing like 2. That's really all you need to make 2 to 5K a day. And then I'm going to scale that way. The total profit I have divided by the margin requirement will tell me max position size to maintain good scalability without blowing up. Because typically when you lose the market, like on a risk interval move or something, you'll never blow up if you follow those guidelines, because a risk interval will still, only cut you about 12% of your account following that margining rule. So it'll take multiple market crash days for me to blow up an account if I stay on that path. And that's we teach that in class 2 of the bootcamp. The proper position size to be trader funding programs and never blow up. I've scaled my Tradeify accounts. One of them has 50K. One of them has 40K. The others have between like 10 and 20. So I just basically scaled it up with that rule, and then those accounts never blow up. It's impossible to blow them up. Even if I tried to blow them up, the randomness of the market would still keep them from blowing up. I'd have to go in there and, I mean, YOLO port, full port like 20 contracts, and then, yeah, they can blow up. But if I follow that position guideline, it'd be impossible for them to blow up. Even the worst news day that goes against me wouldn't even nuke a tenth of the account following those guidelines. Do I have to trade the FundedNext every so many days? In the evals, only once a week. And in the funded side, once a month. So it's pretty nice. You just have to make a trade to keep it active. So log on and flip the account, you know, just to keep going. The margin requirement. Okay, so this is what I hate about the prop firm world. They don't teach you guys. I'm here. I got you. Here we go. This is what I love and hate about props. I love props so much, but one thing props don't do is educate people on futures and how they work. And so I'll give you guys a quick little tutorial. Market opens in 10 minutes, but check this out. If you go to this thing called CME product margins, CME sets a margin requirement. When you're trading real futures, this is the amount of money you have to put in for every trade you make. And you can sort it by different asset classes. And this is something all you guys need to learn how to do. This will be a trick on how to set your margin, set your position size. If you go and look up like S&P futures, it's going to give you a number, maintenance long and maintenance short. Okay. Take the bigger of the two. Take this number and multiply it by 1.1. Okay. And so that's going to be like, I'm just going to make up, you know, what is it, 21,957 times 1.1. 21, 41, 1, 3, 4, 1. There we go. And so that is the new number. Hold on, sorry. 24. 152. Okay. So this is the number that I was talking about. You take your balance, whatever you have left to draw down. So if it's a real futures account, you have $50,000 in a real futures account. That's roughly 2. 50,000 divided by that equals 2. That's 2 contracts. Following this rule means you're making cash equivalent account, basically removing the margin. You're not trading on margin. Margin is when you're trading less than this. Your broker may give you $500 contracts to trade, and you're supposed to be paying $22,000 or $24,000. Your broker's the one putting up the rest of the money. So when you do this rule, you take your net lick divided by this number, 110% of that gives you a magic number. Now in a trader funding program, it's what your actual profiting balance is. So if it's a $150,000 account and you're up 15,000 and the drawdown that you have to blow up the account is 15,000 at that point. If you lose 15,000, you're bust, then your net lick is 15,000. Like how much you have in your account goes in this part. And then your margin requirement goes there and tells you how much you should trade. And clearly, if I have $15,000 of profit in these accounts, I'm still should be technically be trading less than 1 mini to scale properly. Only with the best setups will I go in with anything greater than 1 contract. This trick is not really a trick, but this is basically staying within the range. And we teach this, we have a whole class on this concept and why that equation is the magic equation for position sizing. When you and that's in a real account. In a typical kind of prop account scenario, you're normally going to trade 1 to 2 contracts NASDAQ from most of the accounts, and then like 3 to 4 maximum on S&P. Maximum. So your minimum is going to be like 1 contract, or your medium is going to be like 1 contract and maybe 2 here, and a small might be some micros. And that's, I don't ever scale any bigger than these right here. You see most of my stream, it's like 1 to 2 NASDAQ contracts the whole way up. What's up? What's up? What's up? So margin requirement is how much money you actually need to put in to trade. But what does it mean for you? Not really anything in a prop account. But what it does is allows you to pick the right size, because the actual amount of volatility the contract has, or the price goes up and down based on those margin requirements. A whole different thing that goes on under the hood there. It's telling you where the liquidity is in the market. Margin requirement is a really sweet magic number. The bigger the margin requirement, the bigger the volatility, which is essentially equal to your drawdown. So the bigger the volatility, the smaller the contract size, because you know, the higher the margin requirement, the smaller you should be trading. And therefore, when the market goes against you and still goes in the direction you want, that drawdown doesn't bust you as much. And it's just a trick. It's position trading is like a mix of just being good at, you know, risk management, but also understanding the tricks. I mean, that's a trick. There's a reason those margin requirements are set the way they are. And you must know all the little dirty tricks that you can take advantage of. I think money will come out of Europe and go into US stocks. I think there's a lot of money going into US stocks right now across the board. Okay, let's look at NASDAQ really quick. All right, so today, I just have all my pivots drawn here, but we have 96% of days closed below the upper band, 92% below, probably staying inside the band. Today, we're going to have really strong supports, probably on the hedge pressures here and here. We'll wait till we get our liquidity maps coming through. So you get any pockets or anything to trade off of. NASDAQ kind of in a similar boat. Oh, I got to label NASDAQ here really quick. I'm going to come do this all later. All left over from yesterday. Get that off the map there. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button one more time. I'm going to give you a giveaway today at 11, like we do every single day. We're gonna go for the max here. Big payouts with FundedNext. Market opening in 4 minutes, you guys. In the meantime, while we're chilling, don't forget to hit the like button. Oops.
Hit the like button. Rocket scooter.
Oops.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Rocket scooter. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Rocket scooter. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No. With FundedNext, live your life. That's CFDs. Go to futures. Don't choose those. Those are the CFD accounts. There's a slider that goes to futures at the top. And the 50Ks are the best value for a dollar you spend without the DLL. With the DLL, the 100Ks are better. So in the deal, get the 50Ks if you want the best deal. Profit split, 0 profit splits, she said. That's the thing. Nope, it's 100%. They don't take anything. It's a one-time fee. You're surprised my spot on my funded futures was so short. Would you do a longer show if we asked? I mean, ask him. It's possible. If not, I might come back here and continue streaming. That's what I thought about. I'm like, it's 12:30 and I'm bored. I'm like, I finished my stream. I'm like, man, it's early. What am I doing with the rest of my day? Pound that like button, guys. Y'all feeling it today? Y'all feeling good vibes today? All right, let's get serious. Market's opening. We'll play the song later. Let's get ready to go. All right, so inside of here, you guys know the rule. Outside of these DD bands, we don't take any shorts off of. We let the market just do its thing. The little guideline here, outside the band, no shorting off the band unless the ratio is less than half. It's probably greater than half, so there's probably no shorting at the top. Long pivots only. The band itself is a long pivot, and bear zone, bull zone, all that's pivots, pivots, pivots. Okay. So when we open up, I'm going to be looking for support pivots to long from, maybe scalp. This kind of feels like one of those days that might try to inch its way lower off of that big run up we had. And so I might be able to get scalps. Even if it is falling, it could be scalping. Is this a big blowout day that continues to rally and go higher? Maybe. And again, I'm not bearish today, not bearish at all. Market's back to being bullish. Things are clean. Monthly maps are good and clean. So it's not a straight to funded with FundedNext. No, it's there's an eval, but you can pass in 3 days. 40% consistency. You can pass them all in 3 days. I passed my all of mine in like 4 days. You went to my Funded and you said not who was hosting it, but it was boring. My voice is nice to listen to. After I came, the video viewers increased and jumped. Well, thank you. I'm not gonna lie, they really liked having me on. They called me afterwards and they were like, I quote, Matt, you're a rock star, dude. They're like, this was a good choice. That's what they said. I am quoting directly. So apparently they liked the show. So appreciate you guys coming and showing your support. That meant a lot. All right, let's get going. Let's get this market open. QQQ is the one that's moved up a little bit higher because it's more sensitive to NASDAQ. Sorry, to NVIDIA. And NVIDIA had like blowout earnings, which is great, like really good. So let's go ahead and watch S&P today instead. I want to make sure I can see the S&P because that's the more conservative of the two. We can get something like... This is yesterday's maps, so don't look at this. Opening out the door with resilience being positive. This is pretty decent. A positive resilience is always going to be good for an opening move, at least half gap or hedge pressure support. You're shorting off the gate again? Okay. Here to here with positive res means that we can likely support the box to support a half gap. Watch this one today closely. Watch this one here. There's our maps coming through. Okay, so liquidity maps, perfect here. Bull zone bottom, half gap support. Great. There's long from here to here, long from here to here. This is good. We will probably see that close to, let's see, we opened. Yeah. Okay, let it fall and buy the dip. That's easy setup today. Positive res is good, so the market is likely to have some support. It might try to support off the yellow line here. If we lose the yellow line, it can fall pretty nasty, but we'll see. That's QQQ. I'm sorry, QQQ, and then SPY. Same thing. Oh, this is great, you guys. This is gonna be easy. Easy shit. Gamma shorting right out the door, looking good. Let's do Nasdaq, same sense here. I'm gonna touch this yet. $9.30 here. This is today's open on Nasdaq. Okay. Half gap is always support, so we're gonna wait for that to tap right here. We're getting pretty close on QQQ. No, not yet. So half gap is still roughly almost 100 points away. The open. $572, right about here. Yeah, that's about half gap, getting close. Six. It's another 80 points lower from here. About 520. Okay. About right there. So this is the support, this white line I'm drawing. Let's let it tap it before I do anything. S&P as well. So S&P has a really strong, solid pivot here off of half cap with res being good. Resilience is this white line here. So that's some good long entry points. off of that. But I'm gonna actually hit the pivot itself before I jump in on it. Okay, let me label these really quick. Do half cap here. Okay, gonna wait, gonna buy the dip. I've got the arrows on the right of the screen of what I want to do. Let's be clean. So on futures, this is always a support pivot to go back to where we started. The halfway point of the gap, we gapped up the halfway point. It's always a pretty good support there. So we're gonna let it tap, then we're gonna hit it. There is what I'm looking for. One more leg down, baby. One more leg down, baby. All the way down to 526. Yeah. Nice. Beautiful day today. We got long pivots the whole way down. DD ratio is good. Monthly map is probably really good. Greater market's all bullish. Double checking this. Yeah, bullish across the board. Greater market. DD ratio greater than half bullish. Monthly map's bullish. SPY above MHP bullish. Things are good still. Now let's find a dip to buy. You're right up in here close to half cap. I'm not going to try to cheat it. VIX is still in its own, like, you know, volatility is high. VIX is above triple B, so we always look for overshoots. I don't get in too eager and too heavy right out the door. VVIX is below 100, which is good. VIX is going to be less sensitive to news, but VIX futures also pivoting above 1865. I wouldn't discount this by buying the dip early. I'm going to wait and let it drop. Well, it's volatile enough, we might get it. Let's be careful here. We're gonna be smart, baby. 90% of days should hold or close above bull zone. Ideal conditions, no irrational signals. Great, baby. We're crushing it today. This is a solid pivot as well. I might tap half gap with maybe one account. Get close to it. S&P from here is roughly 15 points lower for its half gap. There's also yellow line support there. About 30, give or take. Let it fall. Let it fall a little bit more. Be patient on this one. Strong resistance at the margin buffer. We always have that guy. Always creating a little bit of issues there. Half gap. It's just support today with res greater than 0. Beautiful. So there's a scalp from here to there. That's roughly a, 1.3 to 1 trade. One-time fee at FundedNext. Yeah, one-time fee, no monthly fee. No activation fee. That's the best part. You can just babysit the accounts. You have to trade them once a week to keep them active, though. All right. Welcome to the stream, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button there. We're going to be doing giveaway at 11 a.m. Eastern. My name's Matt. Thanks for tuning in. What does SP500 DD89 mean? So this is the bull-bear bias ratio. 85% of the market cap of stocks are in a bull zone. This is a bull zone right here. If the market cap of stocks in the S&P 500 are bullish, then the SPY is likely to stay bullish, which means the SPY is likely to pivot inside of here somewhere. And therefore, it's very unlikely the SPY leaves its bull zone, with the stocks not doing the same. This is a confluence indicator for this bottom edge here and this top edge here. DD ratio is my confluence here. If it's greater than half, then the stocks are bullish enough to provide support there. If we're inside of this area here, same thing from there. There to there is also a pivot. I'm in between S&P and NASDAQ right now to see what they both look like. NASDAQ's going to probably get close first. Right there. If I take this, I'll hit this with one account. If it doesn't give me a run off of that, and I take a little bit of a loss, I'll wait for next pivot. Honestly though, when I look at days like this, I don't like longing them as much. Although we've run up, we're selling off, we're kind of back on par with this. This always makes me worried that it's going to do something crazy. So today might be a crazy day. Don't sleep on it. VIX is telling us this is a sensitive day today. DCA is dollar cost averaging. It means you can add to a losing position. What I like about FundedNext account, Jamar, everything, dude. The sale they have right now is the best prop account that you can buy right now. It's got the fewest rules and uncapped payouts. So it's basically like the golden setup they've got going on over there. No activation fees, no monthly fees. You get a payout guarantee within 24 hours, and you have uncapped payouts and no daily loss limit on end of the day drawdown. And you can DCA. They gave you like every good rule for this big sale for accounts that people buy this week. And that's basically it. It's only for this week. After this week, it goes back to being, competitive with my funded futures and competitive with Top Step. But the fact is their sale got rid of the daily loss limit and made it 40% off. So the accounts are dirt cheap and no DLL, which means you can scale them so high. And I went and immediately maxed out on the accounts. I actually blew up my existing accounts so I can get the sale accounts. They're that good. I literally threw $1,500 down the drain to start over just to get the no DLL rule. That's insane. What time frames do I switch between? Logan, I don't use time frames. I never change my time frame. I have never used, I'm very profitable as a trader, and I've never used multi-time frame analysis since I started doing okay at trading. My style just looks at volume pivots, and that's it. And it doesn't matter what my time frame is. If you're using candles or candle theory or chart patterns like ICT and stuff, you will be using different time frames. I've never utilized that. It's not part of my strategy, but it's good. It's good to do so. But I have pivots, and that's why I trade off as my pivots. That half cap support coming up here, baby. Around the edge here, resilience is still clean enough. Take an attempted stab at this. So it's roughly about 10 points lower from here. Let's toss one. Try to get one on here. Let's run it, baby. I got my undershoot one contract, which is normal. Pretty good. Let's roll it. Waiting for that half gap. Resilience greater than 0. Put money in the bowl. Now, let me go back and see. Again, I'm not really convinced this is bullish today, guys. I mean, it's a bull day, but I'm not convinced that the market can't just like decide to sell off and then kick us all in the face. So I'm not going to celebrate too early. That was a pretty decent spot to enter, though. At least I waited for the good one. I'll see if we get it. That selling pressure is pretty heavy. Some of the stocks are losing monthly hedge pressure and hedge pressures. This is kind of be careful here. Who's losing MHP this morning? Yep, that's a great question. I was thinking the same thing myself. MHP breakdown. Who would be the bad culprit today? It's got one contract too. PayPal, Coin, AMD, Ulta, BBY. There's a lot. Okay, so there's the undershoot right here. Half gap support. Pretty decent. Should be good support here. Let me double check SPY now. QQQ may overshoot because SPY still has a little bit of room to go. That is the one thing that I am a little worried about because I did hit this with NASDAQ. The S&P has roughly six more points to go. There's the actual tap. Okay. Now does that hold? Let's see if we get a bounce there. This might overshoot a whole lot because S&P is still kind of like driving the boat here. S&P is like the lagging one of the two. Don't break my heart today. Gap will be unlikely, I think. I think Gap will be pretty unlikely. But I don't know. Yesterday's move was pretty solid to the upside. If I take a loss on this opening trade, I'm just going to close out. Just a small position here. Nothing crazy. One contract. I'll put about $1,000 of risk on this. Usually half gap is supporting, so. But I don't really have much, but just a scalp inside of here. We're going to get some big FU flush candle from here. Guys, welcome to the stream. Don't forget to smash that like button. Ladies and gentlemen and friends, we love y'all. NASDAQ right at half gap support with positive res is usually good enough for a retrace pivot. So we'll see if we get it. Do an impact line here for you guys. I don't like that it's not moving quick though. The green that it's trying to get here is actually getting sold off pretty hard. Watching my flow here. Also, losing yellow line can be pretty devastating if you do lose that. So be very cautious here. That the market can start to accelerate pretty rapidly on a yellow line loss. I'm still kind of okay here. But we'll see. Everything still looks... Oh, shit. Resilience is now taking a nosedive here. All right, now it's like you get like 5 more minutes of my time before I give up on you. Now losing the thing that's going to support us. We need that res being greater than 0, though. This is alarm number 1. Caution. Not good. If the market's going to rescue itself, it's got about 5 minutes to do so or it's going to die. Give me that green candle, baby. If we lose this with velocity, it's pretty gnarly. So we can fall like 20, 30 more points to S&P, 100 more points to NASDAQ pretty rapidly on this. So this is a small bet I'm taking, just a small one, hoping the half gap holds. And usually it does. Now we have a caution. We're losing the stock. So I might want to bail on this in a little bit. It doesn't play out. I'm going to risk about 1,000 on this one. S&P is now losing. Hang in there, baby. It should bounce. It's trying to hold. All right. Hang in there, baby. S&P's finally at its bounce point. Now we're starting to pick up and accelerate a little bit. I hate when this happens. Sometimes the bull markets, you're going to see this, and then the market's been selling pretty hard. Losing this could be pretty bad, so I might... We got really strong pivot here. Last one, I might bail pretty soon. I was risking just about $1,000 on this one. I'm trying to change my computer settings here. I'm back, sorry. That took a little heat. Wasn't a big fan of that one, but took some heat. Doing all right. Come on, baby. Daddy, some love here. Let's go. Yellow line's going to be really... This is going to be resistance again from right here, so be very careful. This yellow line could slam the price right back down, so let's hang on to it. Res is good enough on the S&P to hold, but man, I'm not sure if I'm liking it that much. Yep, but I'm taking it. Come on, baby. Hang in there. Let's get some run. Come on. Once I get stopped, you're gonna long. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, use me as your your long indicator, because there's the yellow line resistance. So be very careful, because this is solid resistance as well. Really strong resistance. Hold on. I reset my laptop here. How's my trade doing? Y'all yell at me if I'm losing money. Oh, baby, taking $1,000 a drawdown to make 50 bucks. Oh, my word. Oh, Oh my word. Come on. Buying that half cap. Let's go. Come on. Hang on there. Lose that resistance. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. You know what we like here. You know what we like here. You know what we like here. Let's hit that half gap support. Let's go. Come on, run up. Fill the gap. Let's go. I was taking a bump. Fill that gap. Hang in there. Don't give me the killer red candle. Don't give me the killer candle. Can't make a sound. Gotta wait. We'll check. I'm watching S&P because it also bounced at half cap. Let's watch QQQ really quick. Let's hang on in there, baby. Nasdaq resilience. Get your ass back up to being better. Come on. Come on. Come on. I know if I add to this position, it's going to go way red against me. The bad luck of adding to a position. But you know what? I'm feeling good today. Hanging in there. Let's add one more to it on the yellow line support. Come on, let's ride it. Don't break my heart today, guys. Don't break my heart. Tariffs are illegal now. Trump's getting slapped around by the courts. Can't complain. They telling Trump, hell no. Can't do that. Exit red line. Or gap fill. Red line be a little bit better, but gap fill is the more likely candidate for the move. We need to break through this really strong resistance, though. That's the one problem. Yellow is going to be pretty big. If it loses this yellow, it's a catalyst to crash for the day. Come on. So be careful. See, I knew it. That's what I said. If I'm going to add to this, then it's going to finally kick me in the ass if I add to it. There's just support again. I'm still going to hang on to it. Jeez, look at that. Look at that! That's not good. I get it all. S&P resilience still fine. Resilience better, even on the dip. Let's watch SP. Okay, we're cool. This is just a test. Liquidity test right here. S&P resilience is slightly better. Cool. Let's add to this in another account. Let's take the long again. Add to it, baby. All right, let's hit it. Universe just gave me a second chance. I like it. Come on, hang in there. Hang in there. Oh, NASDAQ. My least favorite today. Be our friend today, NASDAQ. Come on. That's a pretty gnarly drawdown, though. Come on. Support there. Come on. This is slightly better. Slightly better. Don't go red. I told you if I was going to add to it, I'd get that red candle. It would kick me in the ass. It's fine. I don't fill the gap. And if I lose this, I just wait and I get better pivots lower, which is fine. News coming out a little bit. Yeah. I think that's going to be bigger news for today. One minute on pending home sales. Second half gap support test with resilience improving. That's a support if there ever was one. The universe was like, hey, you missed out on the first one. I'll give you one more. Thank you, universe. Appreciate it. Love when you do that for me, bro. Really kind of you. I really like it. I really like it. Give us one more support here. Let's let her rip. Don't die on me now. Losing yellow line is usually resistance. So this is the hardest part here is you have resistance off of this yellow. It's a big selling pressure. So this right here is big selling pressure. Here comes the news. Oh yeah, that's right. News will be coming out in a second here. Pending home sales down 6.3%. Oh, that's a huge miss on the pending home sales. Okay. Wow. Down 6.3% on a down 0.9 estimate. That is disgusting. Well, it's not moving the market much. Don't die today, market. Don't be the day that we die today. Come on. Don't. But let me take a contract off the table here, though. And I'll add back when we're above yellow. I don't want huge risk. Right here. Back to half gap. I'm still supporting. Resilience is good. Things are fine. I will add just one more when we get back to that same pivot, just like I did earlier. But I'm down close to near where I want my stop to be. I still think we're okay. Nasdaq's looking bad. S&P's looking good. That's the one thing. S&P's looking better. Probably should think about trading the S&P. But I'm okay. I'm going to hang on to the NQs. Declining volume in the S&P. As long as half gap holds while the volume's declining, we're good with increasing res. We are awesome. Let's go for liftoff. Go for liftoff, baby. Come on. This is the one that's selling. Let's check NVIDIA for today. Yeah. QQQ sitting close to pivots as well. And one of the things about QQQ as well is we have a really strong pivot off of the bottom here, off of 520, which is about 100 points lower. So even if QQQ takes like another nosedive, Nasdaq's got really strong support at 400. Who the heck? What time was the news? About a minute ago. Yeah, 1 minute ago. Come on, put some money on the table here. My FundedNext, I got 2 FundedNext payouts, by the way, in the last week. So I got one yesterday. I got one a minute ago. Sorry, yeah, I hit my bank account a minute ago. So with FundedNext, I've been trading with them for just about 10 days. I've already got 2 payouts with them already in 10 days. This amount total. So it's about $5,800 I made pretty quick with FundedNext, which is pretty good. 3 days have passed, and then the uncapped payouts just need five active trading days to count. That was kind of nice. Typically, I like to see less volatility here. Which I'm loving trying to make this trade here. S&P still looks good, so I'm still not giving up on it yet. But keep an eye out on this white line here. If this white line turns negative, it's pretty bad. I'm taking a little heat on this, but this isn't the strongest of our pivots. This is like a medium strong one. And the market may overreact to, you know, what happened yesterday. So I need to make 6,000 in these accounts. Okay. Not good. Don't die on us now. Nasdaq is the one that's looking bad. S&P is looking good. Nasdaq's looking bad. I still have faith that S&P is going to lift this up. I probably should have been trading S&P. It's a little more stable. Oh, and I'm taking so much drawdown. The NASDAQ, hang in there, baby. This yellow line resistance is really strong, though. So if it gets back above it, that's why I was adding the position only when it got above it. Boo. Okay. 520, it's very close to where my stop will be. All right, I'm out. That didn't work. Okay, gonna wait till the next drawing board. Bulls on bottom. I'm gonna go all the way down to here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, reformulate this one a little lower. So that's not gonna work, I don't think. And I may get a bulls on bottom scalp in just a little bit. So this is about 64 points lower from here. So right about 400 is that support down here at the bottom. I was really hoping that was going to be the one that would support. Yeah, VIX is climbing pretty heavily. I still have my puts, but I mean, that'd be nice if the market... That's what I like, having puts on this. In case the market does just have that one, just like, you know, shit itself day. Yeah, we're gonna wait now. Something better. Check SPY really quick. A little bit of overselling pressure on NASDAQ. So let gap fill, and then now my next entry is down there. A little bit lower. And I'm going to actually probably trade S&P instead of NASDAQ on this one. Just to avoid a little bit of extra volatility. S&P is a little more manageable per contract. So I'm going to let this pull back just a little bit further. We're going to watch S&P today instead. Let that resistance take off. 420 is on NASDAQ. Yeah, right about 400 is probably a good level to watch. That one's pretty gnarly. The risk on the table now. And I just was trying one or two contract with it, nothing big. We'll hit another one in a minute. Can't win them all, but it is what it is. All right, let's get that next one, though. It would be, like, as much as I hate to say this, I'd love for the market to crash. I got some really solid puts. Just kind of chilling. So, if today's the day my puts get paid out, I'm not complaining about that either. Who here grabbed the short, though, out the door? I was waiting for, like, a decent pivot off of this long area, but not happening yet. I was trying to take the half gap fill pivot, but that didn't work. So QQQ is now at bull zone bottom. This is the next high probable pivot that we have. I'll take it. Just a bull zone bottom, which is here. Hit it with 2. Hold on a second. If I take a loss on this one, then I'm going to be just like probably done with trying to long this. Bulls on bottom, really strong support. QQQ is that next level support. And it should, I mean, it should hold this more than anything. If we lose that, then the market's flipping to being bearish again. If you're bullish, this is the pivot. This is the pivot, the better of the two pivots. Is that 420 level? Yep. Should hold, but we'll see. Last chance on this one. Should be okay, but we'll see. This is pretty gnarly selling, so I don't want to be holding a falling knife, but bull zone is a really strong support. If this is the day it doesn't support, then I'm going to be a little... I'm going to be like a little concerned about this market in general. Nvidia falling below MHP. Yeah, but I mean, the idea here is hopefully it doesn't crash out. All right, give me 1 second, you guys. I'll be right back. Take a look at these ads, though. I got to go somewhere really quick for like 2 seconds. Needed some water there. All right, we're good. Watch NVIDIA on hedge pressure. So this is the caution area right here. We'll see if that holds. Making 1 second attempt at taking a long here. I took a little loss earlier on that first half gap support. Now bull zone support is the next one I'm going to do. And I'm actually hitting this with a bunch of my accounts. This one hopefully can turn out to be good. Oh, that water's delicious. I love me some water. Okay. Hopefully we hang in there. Nvidia trying to take a bounce. And if we lose bull zone, we fall through half gap, I get it. Fall through zone, I get it. But this is the support if there is a bull support. 90% of day should hold this bottom bull zone. I'm not flinching from the first loss. I'm hitting it again with the second one. Lost a half gap, hitting it a second time. Hopefully that puts some numbers on the board. The first one was doing okay, and then it just picked up a little normal selling pressure. Nvidia's taking a lot of profit taking after it hit that overnight high. We'll see if this is it. All right, baby, let's go. Let's put numbers on the board. Now I hit this with all my accounts. I love bull zone bottom with DD greater than half. Let's go. Let's go. So bye-bye. The resilience trade wasn't the fan favorite today, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't break our hearts again today, market. Let's keep Nvidia in front and center. Watch this. Come on. Hang in there, Nvidia. Hold that MHP. Do something sexy. Hanging in there. Trusting the process. Trusting the process there. Come on. Don't die on us yet. It would be the rarest of the rare to go from zone to zone to zone. If we leave this and die out, then the market's crashing. You wouldn't normally lose a bull zone support on S&P. And that ratio is as strong as it is. We're good. We're good, baby. I think we're good. Who here is playing this 400, 420 level? Give your 50 points. I know. Like, give it to me. Like, give me the good stuff. Like, don't break my heart again today, market. Y'all playing this level? Don't break our hearts again, market. Come on, hang in there. If I take 2 losses today, I'm gonna cry. Come on, 400. Don't die. I hate sitting here on the edge like this in a market like today. My finger on the freaking button. Second attempt to support. Frustrating day, but I think I'll be okay. You'll get to watch me in serious mode today. %90 of days should close above here. And if we lose that pivot, and this is like a 10% day and 10% day, but my support worked there. My support is working here. Things are looking okay. But it's, again, both planned supports are failing. I'm still going to hold on to it. I'll take bigger risk on this one, though. I'm definitely going to take bigger risk on this one. This is a stronger support. And also, I do have puts if the market does crash today, so I'm actually kind of happy with that. Wow, a second time. Come on, don't. We got 40 points of potential drawdown on this one too. Jeez. Okay. Definitely not the best. Not the best resistance to this movement here. This is that VIX though. We're talking about the volatility being there. That's what that is. It should be okay though. Hold that bull zone, baby. Come on. Should be okay. One more flush. Let me watch S&P. Trust the process. It's good. It's doing good. Then it's doing bad. Then it's doing good. At least I'm hitting the right spots. Being patient for them. Nasdaq on the gap fill should be good enough to hold through here. Come on, hang in there, baby. Hang in there. Both pivots worked very well. They just didn't give me the complete move I wanted. So I do the full R&R on these trades, and I usually look for a 40-point stop in NASDAQ and a 10-point stop in S&P. So off this bottom line, roughly on NASDAQ is going to be about 360, give or take. This would be like a $2,000 loss, so I'm doubling down on this. It would be extremely rare to violate this and keep falling. Now, again, we have liquidity pocket down here as a third stab on this one. And again, I still stick to my guns and take a stab at each liquidity pocket trade, each bull zone bottom trade every time. I trust the process here, so this should be okay. I did take a little heat on that one though. But man, this is fighting. I haven't seen the market be volatile like this since a month ago. It's kind of brutal. Big green coming soon. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it. Come on. Feel it in my bones, man. Run it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Capture that bull zone and go, baby. Oh, now I'm down to only 3-digit loss. That's good. This was a tough one. Today was a tough day, but this is good. This is the decline. I want to see kind of like declining volume. I don't want to see any more advancing volume here. I want to see declining volume with the market making an attempt to hold the bull zone, like tracking the stocks. Stocks are still very okay from here for the market to pivot up. So I'm not scared of this at all. Hold on one second. So hold it. And for me, I take stabs at each of the pivots that I want to trade at, and then I just take a fixed loss. These should be okay. 360 is about where I'm going to stop out on this if I'm wrong. So probably about 2 grand if I'm wrong on this one. It's making a really solid attempt to try to hold the bull zone, though. Typically, what you'll see is a bull zone bottom is really strong support. The DD ratio is greater than half. We always take it every single time. 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 No, I'm trying to scalp the big up today. I take that big up. Come on, bull zone. Hang in there. Let's go green. I hopefully am right. That's the process. Ooh, our shit is so good. Come on, bull zone. Don't die on me today. Don't die on me today. Don't die on me today. I'm doing over here. Okay. I got my other computer over here now managing DOMs too. I gotta start getting serious about my top steps because I'm trying to get on. I should get on leaderboard there. So I keep forgetting that I have top step as well that I should probably be working on. Come on. Fight to be green, baby. Give me some pop. Let's go. Bull zone bottom, 90%. Let's hang in there. You know the drill. Shake out that volatility. Let's double check VIX, CVXY. Trust the process. That was a tough one, but hung in there. VIX is in a bearish liquidity map, which is good. They call me Matstradamus. Just kidding. Actually, somebody did say that one time. I thought it was a very cute portmanteau of Matt and Nostradamus. Come on, baby. Don't give me any of that red. Don't you dare. Not today. Not today. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Give me that green. My target is back up to half gap support right here. Right here. Resilience is less than 0, so I'm not going to aim any higher than half gap support. The best we can get. What are these guys doing? Is top step still 50% consistency? On the funded side or the what are the consistency rules of top step? I just reloaded my top step account, but I forgot to. They changed their rules so much. It's only in the eval, right? In the in the XFAs though, there's no consistency, right? That's what I mean in the funded side. Okay. Good deal. Trust the process. Trust the process. Come on. Give me a little more than that. That was kind of a tough one. I was sweating in that volatility a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. You hit the close button 3 times, didn't even close. Oh, dude, I have that happen so many times with Tradovate. It's so bad. It happens a lot in my Tradify accounts too. Like I smash a button, it doesn't close the account. Thank you, Lynette. 50% on the comment, right? No consistency on the XFA. Just making sure they didn't change their rules against me. All right, go on. There's the retrace of this down move, and obviously this is the first mini resistance we're going to get. I think it's all right. First consolidating area. Consolidate, consolidate, consolidate. Hopefully we get a big burp off of that. Conditions are not improving on the support. They're kind of still iffy from here. And let's keep an eye out on Nasdaq because, I mean, on S&P because losing that yellow line is a big deal. And obviously, you know, half gap support on S&P is a lot closer. With negative res, that's about probably all we might get. I know I'm like going to be kind of a wuss here. I could take a lesser loss for the day. I can still hold. I wish resilience was better. It's 0, so when it's like at 0, I still like to believe it's above 0. I'm kind of more the optimistic bulls in the room that I don't like to bet the markets collapse. I still err to the side of it's almost 0, then it's probably 0. If it's 0, half gap support is that next target. Give me some more of that red, baby. I mean, more of that green, baby. The big question is, how bullish are we? How bullish this market, baby? That's the real question. Wait, how did TradeAway mess you up? What happened? TradeAway has it happen all the time during volatility. Yeah. So took some loss this morning. Making it back today. Don't lose my cool. Sometimes you see me get like really serious. My mouth was getting dry. I had to go get some water. That's how serious it was. I got a little nervous there. There's that half gap support on the S&P though. By proxy, I should take some profit. Let me trim and hold a runner though. Should I trim and hold a runner? SPY has, you know what? I'm going to hang with one. Okay. Trim and hold a runner on that. The market still figure out what it wants to do. I'll hold one up to the top of half gap. S&P is at its half gap with resilience not being super positive. So I'm going to cut my risk just a little bit lower. Just in case it decides to sell off, my risk is a lot lower, but at least I grabbed the good pivot. Both of my trades were fantastically executed. Like I hit the pivot right, but then I just lost. And I hit the second pivot and then I'm winning. And now I'm trimming risk because everything's not fully lining up, even though it's still pretty good. I'll play bull zone all day. Took profit on one, still hanging on to the other, let the runner ride. For the Nasdaq, it still has probably like 80 more points to go, so I've got plenty of space to make money on this trade. It's my one account that is red, the one you guys see on the screen. Y'all got the lucky one today. All these other ones, I grabbed the bull zone bottom as well. The one on stream, this is fighting. That's where we are. Still $800 in the hole. But this was down like 3,000 bucks. So I've climbed out of it a little bit. These guys, like I say, I split my risk up. I just got it in one. We fell. I hit it in all. I do this trick all the time. These turn out to be good. Risk and reward is fantastic on this. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Ooh, but tough day. Not the easiest of days. So we'll check VIX really quick. Trusting the process, man. The bull zone bottom is one of the best pivots out there. Our stuff is so good. I love it. And even if it doesn't work, it's not because, even if the pivot doesn't hold, it's not because our stuff isn't good. It's because the market just lost. Like, as we're falling, our pivots are so good. We can just pick the right space to take a trade from. Doesn't mean that it works every time. But you can see this is where the bounce was, my first pivot, and this is where the bounce was, my second pivot. Whether it plays out or not, stock market's random. But the cool thing that's different about what we do here is I know where to execute, where to wait. And that's the trick. That's what puts us ahead of like all other techniques out there. Because I know that whether the pivot did fail, this is the pivot. I didn't try to long here, 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 here. I've got the goods. And then here, I hit the goods exactly where I needed to long from. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, ooh. Nasdaq is the one that's not looking so hot today. You know, it'd be kind of crazy. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'd love to see this market crash. I still have puts. I don't think it's gonna happen, but Matt's a perma bull. I'm a 90% bull, okay? I'm like I'm a bull with like a bear tail. There's a tiny part. There's a little bit of bearishness in there somewhere. Yeah, I get the hedging. Like, I'm just gonna keep longing the market. If the market collapses on us, I'm gonna make a fortune. If the market goes up, I'm gonna make a fortune. So we're good. My insurance policy was only $20,000. Not that much. Okay, let me explain to you. Not that much compared to what I normally would trade. Even when I took the long back in April, that wasn't that much either. That was 50K. I wanted to long like 250K. I just didn't get a chance to. But come on, baby. Come on, baby. Hit that bull zone bottom. Give me that love today. Put some green on the board. I could play the song again. Try to get some boost on this market. I don't know. If NVIDIA is breaking monthly hedge pressure, that's stronger than our monkey paw song. So we got to watch NVIDIA today. After big, awesome earnings, it's hard to believe that NVIDIA would just crash out and sell out after big blowout earnings like that. Plus, they have this big deal that they've made. I don't think that typically happens. Usually, it just falls to support, then tests, then runs, which is what we're seeing. My nose so stuffy today. Y'all like when I get serious and you guys watch me like kind of like, okay, I gotta focus. Sometimes I gotta get serious when I'm doing this. We need more songs. We need to start doing more. Yes, we need to start doing more songs. Would you guys be interested in doing another song submission contest for Lifetime where everybody submits AI songs and we vote on a new spread of music for the channel? I told you guys every 6 months maybe we do it. It's time to do it again. You guys like watching me sweat when it gets hard? It gets hard sometimes. Take one pivot, let it fail. Take another pivot, let it ride. I don't let my first loss flip my bias. Again, this could absolutely be wrong today too, and this could actually nosedive through here and sell off and crash. But the cool thing about it is at least I know where I need to take an attempt at a trade, which is what makes me better than most people out there, especially those people on YouTube. They don't know what to do. They don't know anything about the market. I hit the right pivot, it failed. I hit the right pivot, it's succeeding, quote unquote. Fingers crossed. All my fingers crossed. All my toes crossed. Hopefully this one survives today. Bulls and bottom is the stronger of the two. Half gap pivot, always one of those kind of like, it's weaker than all of our other pivots, but it's always worth a shot. And usually if it fails, I have to spend the rest of the day crawling back and building and taking all day to turn green, but it should happen. Current runner is just one E-mini from here, and it has roughly 60 points to go on Nasdaq's, another $1,200 profit. We'll turn the account green if it holds. So I'm going to half gap support 459 to 520 on Nasdaq as my target. And I'm going to hold it all the way through. Yeah. If you guys want my honest opinion today, I think this is the top of today. I don't think we break this. Other than the market was trying to sell off yesterday with some nastiness. And this Nvidia's probably going to hold. We might get a little run to there, but after that, I'm Xing out. I don't think that this is going to rally from here. What do you guys think? You want my honest opinion every day? Well, you're going to get it. How many FundedNext accounts can you have? Up to $300,000 worth of total account allocation. So you can do any combination of the 3 types of accounts they have as long as the total balance is 300K. We had our highs. I can see it. The market's going to make an attempt at least to test half gap support and then probably resist. So I think the top today is 530. I don't think we break 530. That's just my guess. It doesn't feel bullish. And the S&P is resilience is deteriorating. Nasdaq resilience is deteriorating. Man, it's like my first 2 my funded futures shows are like with kind of like crummy markets. Yesterday was such a terrible market too. It wasn't even fun to trade. Yesterday was like super boring. And yesterday was the same. I took some losses on stream and made it all back at lunch. So you guys didn't get to see the goods on the better trades, but that was in the afternoon. I grabbed those. I was in those short trades. And that market took that nosedive. That was kind of nice. All right. Glad I trimmed my position. Still hanging on to a runner just in case it goes. We don't have a lot of... like a lot of good push on this one here. S&P is hitting its half gap and resisting with negative res, and Nasdaq's in a worse boat. I'm not going to lie. I still feel like it's going to have to reset some of this down move, but I think it's going to probably have to go this high before it probably sells out. And this is lower hedge pressure, which is also pretty strong support. I think that's all right. Let's just inch along and then give us this like giant red FU candle. Losing a bull zone is a really strong reversal pivot. If we lose this bull zone, which should hold about 90% of the time, if we lose this, what happens is the market can spiral pretty quickly. Hopefully not. Come on, give me some green, baby. My runner doesn't want to run. My runner's not a cheetah. My runner's a bird. My runner wants to fly. Let her fly, baby. Let's go. Which kind of cool though today, because yesterday on the My Funded show I just chilled there. There wasn't any trades, but today, oh, there's gonna be ton of things to do. I might go on there and just completely like get my ass handed to me, which I'm excited about. Kind of cool. Trading weird market. That'd be fun. Janice, hey Matt, need some help? You took on big short on your eval after big move. I got full FOMO. Got wrecked and blew your funded. How to avoid such stupid decisions? Well, read what you wrote and then you tell me what you wrote. Where can you improve from what you said? Big short on your eval. And if you blew it up in one trade, it just means you sized too big. You didn't do anything wrong. Oh, I can't tell if you did anything wrong. But if you hit it in one account, you sized too big. So cutting down the size a little bit should help. Up but sideways up. Honestly, I think it's going to be sideways up and then later on in the day, nuke itself if it's going to nuke itself. I don't feel any doubt. I don't feel market crashing and downside, but we already kind of extended that upper DD band and now the market's trying to sell again. It can get pretty gnarly from here. We start losing these levels. This is like you must hold support. Unlikely to break bull zone bottom, like very unlikely. And we'll see. Hanging on to my runner here. Tradeify 150Ks, they're great. Tradeify is one of the best out there. The straight to funded program with Tradeify is best in class for straight to funded. What's the best of the three my FundedNext accounts statistically and percentage wise? The 50K is the best one, ATD. I got you, bro. That's the best one. The way that you do this is, and it's the best one only during the sale. It's not the best one when they don't have the sale. The sale right now gets rid of daily loss limit, right? And it's 40% off. And each of these accounts have the same percentage off. So the ratio will be the same. What you do is you go here and with all rules being equal, no daily loss limit. So this goes away for the sale. What you normally will do with each account is you take the maximum loss limit they give you. We'll call that MLL, divide that by the fee or the cost, okay? It gives you a ratio. I don't remember off the top of my head. This one was like 9.8. This one was like 10 point something, 10.01. This one was like 6, okay? Any account, period, on any prop firm you can do this ratio with. Anything that's above 9 is good. Anything that's above 10 is fantastic. So why is this 6? This is very competitive, right? And with the discount, this one becomes 16. So it's even much, much, much better. It's how much drawdown you get for dollar you spend. And why is this 6? Well, you might think that that's the worst one. It is when there's no DLL. But when the DLL is active, which is outside of this 4-day sale, you'll see the difference is that while you don't get much maximum loss limit for double the price, you get double the DLL. And in scalability, that makes this the best one. So outside of today's sale, the 100K and the 50K are both good. This one is the best value for your buck, but this one gets you the most scalability for the extra that you pay. You can scale a lot harder with 2400 daily loss limit. Is a bigger percentage of the total loss limit, which means you can take bigger, fatter trades each day. If you want to inch forward, this is your inch forward account with the best value. If you want to swing for the fence and pay a little bit more for the $1 million opportunity to build a big fat balance twice as fast, then you pay a little bit more for the 100K. When the deal with the DLL gone, there's no reason to care about the DLL giving you fatter trades. You get the full balance. So because of that, the 50K is insanely better and is the best one they have now. Hopefully that helps you answer that question, ATD. I always will give you guys the best value. I'm not up here trying to work for like, you know, I could always be like everyone else and tell you to buy the most expensive one because they want you to buy shit and they get credit for it. But I'm going to be very helpful with you guys. All the best deal. 50K is the best deal right now. And when it goes away, those are the two questions you ask. Do you want to pay more for more scalability? And my belief is that why I'm trading these accounts is I want to show off on social media. Hey guys, I got $1 million payout, yeah? And I can't do that easily with the 1200 drawdown. All right, so Nasdaq is hitting its upper hedge pressure band. We had that class yesterday, you guys, by the way. And SPY is now deteriorating resilience one more time with problematic. I'm going to close out everything. And I'm flat now. I'm done. S&P resilience is getting worse. We're bumping against S&P half gap a second time. Not looking so hot. Hold on. Hey, mouse. Dead batteries. Hold on. Okay, so I'm taking caution here. I just also closed out my top steps. I was trying to long on top step 2. I got to get on the leaderboard there. The difference between top step and FundedNext, not much. The rules are pretty much the same right now. FundedNext is coming in with this sale is like top step's model, and it's by far with the uncapped payouts. That's the major difference. Top step, you can only make so much, and they move you, I think, to live. The micro scalping rule. Micro scalping rules are good because it prevents people from exploiting the system. You don't want people to exploit the system because it makes it harder for you to get a payout if they can't pay out. Still a bit confused about what the platform draws versus what you draw. Well, if you have the platform, Mikal, whatever it draws, it draws. Like whatever I draw, I draw. I mean, it's hard to tell you. On futures, the green line is drawn automatically. Everything else I draw on futures is just manual. I'm translating the thing off to the right over to the left. Over here, everything on equities is automatic. Bull zone, bear zone, all that's all automatic. Hope that helps. Off to the left with everything here, I'm drawing all of this manual. As time goes by, the futures side is being automated little by little, though. I normally don't do this. I'm going the extra mile for you guys on the stream. That's why I'm doing this. Because y'all were like wanting a little more explanation. I'm putting notes on the chart. Do y'all like the notes and stuff? Hopefully y'all like that, right? Hopefully so. Do y'all like the notes on the chart? Everything here is automated, and just the green lines over here are automated. Oh, I gotta fill this thing out. I know I closed out just to take some risk off the table, but I don't think it's gonna rally beyond half gap support from today. But that is that I did close my runner down. I could have got a little more, but S&P conditions are deteriorating, so I'd rather just kind of play it safe. This account's still down $600. Let's see if I get a better opportunity later to make something of it. All my other accounts are green though. Oh wait, one of my FundedNext is red. Sorry. I forgot to show you guys that one. My top step, 2 of them are red and 3 of them are green. So I could have my runner there, but decided not to. Why not get the Tradeify 50K account? Uncapped payouts, ATD. The FundedNext's big thing is uncapped payouts. Tradeify has a payout cap and payout windows. Tradeify, you can only take so much money every 10 days. My 150K accounts with Tradeify, I can only take $3,000 every 10 days, which is great. I get consistent money. But with FundedNext, you trade for 5 days and you can take half the balance out of the account. That's the appeal there. So for people that want uncapped payouts, that's the deal. I've already taken $5,800 from FundedNext in the first 10 days. It took 3 days to pass and then five days worth of funded, and I already took almost $6,000 out. Yeah, that's the appeal, right? And they don't have a live program, so you just basically can just get big sim funded payouts, you know. It doesn't take long to get to that buffer area where you can just take big payouts. All right, half gap resistance probably here at SPY. I don't normally short off of this, but the fact is resilience is deteriorating again. I don't have any long positions on the table right now. I've closed everything out. We've kind of hit that level in NASDAQ that I was looking for to be resistance, and I'm kind of like, okay, you know, I think this is probably the top. We'll see. Probably inch forward, sideways to up. Half gap resistance is there. So half gap is now resistance today. No longer support. Yeah, do you guys like the notes on the chart? Hopefully it helps you, right? Now, those of you that are bears might be like looking at this yellow line to short from, or this white line to short from. Resistance, and the note is that resilience is less than 0. So very, very, very hard pressed to believe that we rally through here. It's more likely that we consolidate in here for a little bit. If you were to put a gun in my head and say pick a direction, I still pick up because all the greater market is up. But how high from here? We lost a key support pivot, and inside of here, this is what we're watching. We want to see that number be greater than 0, resilience get above 0, and then we're back to rallying. S&P at half gap again. This was my original trade that I was trying to do that originally failed. So we're going to watch it happen again. FundedNext has no activation fee. That's like the best part too. So once you pass these sale accounts they have, you just go straight to funded, no activation. And there's no monthly fee too. Like I said, they have every good rule that you want. There is no bad rule in that firm at all anymore. For this sale, they decided to hand out like accounts freaking coated in gold to everybody. I wouldn't be plugging it so hard if I didn't think it was like an unbelievable too good to be true deal. Too good to be true. Resilience is a tiebreaker at half gap. Because remember, all the affiliates, I get money no matter what you guys buy. So, you know, obviously I will make sure y'all get the best experience because I get paid either way. So nobody's paying me more. I don't ever go out there and like have a bias as to like, I'm going to make you guys buy this firm because, you know, just because it's worse, but I don't tell you. I'll tell you the truth. And whatever the best one out there is, I'm going to tell you the best one out there. By far. And I'm taking the risk with you guys. I don't also plug something that I'm not trading myself. I don't make you guys you know, be exposed to a product that I haven't tested myself. I've used them. I've gotten paid within 10 days. I say it's A+. My experience so far. So I always am the first guinea pig to go in it. They have daily drawdown, end of the day drawdown. Yeah. Trade activation fees 0. They have daily drawdown. Right. The advanced account will have intraday drawdown. You don't want to trade intraday drawdown. It's the cheaper one. It's the harder one to pass. Tradeify's growth is pretty good, but you're going to have payout caps. And you have payout. You can only take a payout every 10 days also. FundedNext is every 5. Giveaways. Oh, you just need to be here for the giveaways. The sale is over tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow at noon is it. What resilience is an aggregate of the sum of the stocks in what's called the redistribution zone. I'll give you a quick tutorial on resilience. Resilience right here. Redistribution is where market opens, market closes. We closed yesterday in SPY right here. We opened today in SPY right here. In between the open and close, we all know is the gap, right? The market gapped up today and is now sitting at the halfway point. The halfway point is a decision point to say, do we fill the gap or do we hold the open and then continue to rally? At the middle, we call it a half gap at the middle. The half gap on the S&P, where we are right now, we can look and see what the stocks are doing at the same time. Right now, the majority of market cap of both S&P and NASDAQ is actually having their stocks on this side of the half gap. So while everything gapped up, most of the market cap is now rushing to fill its gap rather than hold its gap open. So resilience is a tiebreaker on the index here, while half gap was my long target on this trade. Who here long from bull zone, the half gap, rockets in chat, go. Half gap being the resistance, because resilience number is not greater than 0, I'm now out of my trade because that's likely to resistance, right? Simon, you nailed it, dude. Nice trade, bro. Ones, let's go. S&P at the middle has less likely probability to rally here without the stocks going with it. So if you were to say, Matt, pick a direction, which way do we go? Because the stocks aren't strong, it's less likely to rally through it than it is to rally. To rally through it than it is to resist off of it. And as you see, it is going to be resistance, as I've noted, because the resilience is less than 0. Now, it doesn't mean we're crashing from here because it's a really strong bull market. It's just likely not going to pick up a lot of steam from here. We have 2 strong resistances right on top of each other. So I treat this as like possibly the likely predictable high of the day. It could continue to rally from here, but the odds aren't that good, so I don't necessarily need to take a trade. It can continue to rally and I can miss out on the biggest move of the day. That's fine. But now the confluence is stacking up against me that this is possible resistance for 2 reasons. I know to stay out of the way. Right? Dude, you guys are awesome. Okay, so question number 2. Who took a loss or 2 and then took a strong pivot and then made money? Who wasn't shaken to the core by their first bad trade or 2, and you stuck to your guns and still stabbed it and still stabbed it? You felt that you were a rock, you were a champion, you were a fucking mountain. That's right. That's what we try to teach you in the boot camp. I took a loss, I started being serious and I focus, and then I turn into a less loss. Now this account on the screen is in green for the day. It's still down $600, which is fine. But the other accounts were green. And as I explained, resilience, whoever asked, resilience is by far the best indicator that exists for day traders, period. This is so good at telling you what the stocks are doing in one bite. It's a flux equation that's looking at the stocks inside of this box. And if a stock is right here, like a stock has rejected its own half gap, what the actual indicator does is it looks for how far the stock needs to go to fill its gap, and then it adjusts this hypothetical S&P value that's stated if all the stocks were to fill their gap at once. If you're below here, it's going to go down. If you're above here, it's going to go up. And we say the S&P should be this value if all the stocks were to complete their gap fill. And now is the current S&P leading or the current SPY leading or lagging behind that? If the current SPY is lagging behind the stocks being above, resilience would be positive. If the current SPY is lagging above the stocks being down, filling their gaps, then resilience will be negative. Because resilience is negative, it's telling you that the stocks are not up here relative to their own half gaps. So it'd be kind of hard to believe that the S&P will go without the stocks going with it. Now the stocks are picking up a little bit of steam, but it's still negative. Because it's negative, I'm not shorting it, but I'm certainly exiting my long there. And as you know, as we read the script of the stock market here at Rocket Scooter, as we tell you, the resistance is strong.
And the power is strong. And it's so good.
And I got out of the way of my longs. This is why you guys come here. And today we're going to do a giveaway. Let's get ready for it. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, that's the S&P. Okay. I was just double checking everything. All right, so today, folks, don't forget, in exactly an hour and a half, I will be starring again on My Funded Futures TV. My own little segment we call Lunch Money with Matt. We'll be chilling over there. We're doing a giveaway in a second here. But it's the end of the month. What do I have left to give out? Should we do some... I got some Tradeifys. I got some Futures Desk. Oh. Let's do Futures Desk tomorrow. Okay, let's see what I have left to budget. The end of the month is tomorrow. Oh, so I get a whole slew of accounts. All right, so let's give away. Okay, so what I have left is 2 Futures Desks, some MFFs, some FundedNext, and tomorrow we'll be doing 3 ETF and some Tradeifys. Oh, okay, so I bet you guys are already starting to type in chat. Giveaway bonanza. Hold on. All right, so we're gonna do a giveaway every 10 minutes for the next 90 minutes. How about that? Oh, that'll be fun. Okay, giveaway bonanza. Hold on. Every 10 minutes for the next 90 minutes. How about that? Bonanza! We need the Bonanza theme song. Remember that? There was a show called Bonanza. Let's see. Like an old Western show. You guys remember that? Hold on. I'll probably get a copyright strike. I don't care. Hold on. I used to be like a poor kid that didn't have cable, so we would watch like all kind of old... Down. You guys remember Bonanza? There you go. Dude, this is like super childhood memories here. Dang. Pernell Roberts. Yeah. Michael Landon too, right? Lauren Green. That's the cast right there, baby. Let's go. All right. Michael Landon was like over all of every show in the 90s starred that guy. And his beautiful mane of hair that all the ladies loved. All right. Big hoss. Let's go. Okay. Bonanza time. All right. So first and foremost, let me just make sure I write this down. Bonanza. So I don't forget. Today, we have 2 futures desk. Okay, hold on. Tradeify. Oops. We have My Funded Futures. And we have FundedNext. Bonanza. Okay. What do we want to do first? Just spinning that wheel. Who gets the wheel spin first? Okay. First one of Bonanza is FundedNext. Every 10 minutes we'll do one. Everybody type FundedNext, 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 FundedNext. Type, 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 type. Ah, I tricked you guys. You thought it was my Funded Futures. Haha. All right. Give away Bonanza. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. That's taking me all the way back. Watch me get a copyright strike on my freaking channel. I'm gonna be sharing. It's okay if I have to share my revenue paid out in royalties to the families of the cast of Bonanza. I'm okay with that. I don't mind. They can each have 1/10 of 1% of the $50 I'm gonna make this stream. That's totally fine. I'm trying to devise a way that I could still keep my stream going while doing the My Funded Futures show. That would be the ideal thing. Because it only ends at 12:30. Then what am I going to do after that? I usually was streaming until like 2 o'clock. I kind of love streaming until 2 o'clock. Should I go to Funded Futures and then come back here and open it back up? I don't know. What do you think I should do? It would be so funny if I could open up a camera feed and bring on another guest host and it was like Pickle sitting in a chair. That'd be hilarious. You waited for me to come back on yesterday? I could. What do you guys think? After Funded Future? I mean, because like even if I left the stream open here, I have the same video feed. I can still be here and be there. But the problem is that I might have to just get a separate encoder. Run OBS and run XSplit. Split it 2 different ways. Because there, I run the virtual camera to their camera, which means it's a full screen version of virtual camera, which means you won't be able to see my screen. Every 10 minutes, give away Bonanza. All right, while you guys are chilling, waiting for Bonanza to start, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. And we're back, cowpokes, for the giveaway bonanza. I'm your host, Matt. Coming at you live from out here on the ranch. Thanks for joining in here and giveaway bonanza. We're gonna spin the wheel. Okay. Howdy, partner. Down here in the great deep state of Texas, there are two things we love: steers and trading. I got a lot of both of them. Y'all ready to spin the wheel? Okay. I literally sound like my brother. He sounds exactly like that, by the way. You ready to do this? Giveaway number one of giveaway bonanza. This time I got myself a like the flashy lights are the worst. Hold on. Giveaway bonanza. First winner, FundedNext account. Oh, I forgot to put the glasses on. No, well, that's fine. Giveaway account number one for giveaway bonanza. It's a FundedNext 25K account. I'm a legitimate cowboy. Don't make fun of me. Mikkel, hey, look who it is. Mikkel the winner. Let's go. We'll kick off with 2 in a row for bonanza. All right, Mikkel, type something in chat really quick. Partner. Mikkel, you can type something in chat. Howdy, partner. Whoa. You take 3 steps, we draw. You understand? 1, 2, 3. Bro, you gotta say something in chat. You got 10 seconds left. Look out. He got kidnapped by that dirty scoundrel Black Bart. Remember that? What was that? What was that from? The Christmas movie. What was his name? The outlaw. Yeah, there's an outlaw called Black Bart. This guy. This guy right here. You guys remember the Christmas Story movie? The you'll shoot your eye out thing. It was like fantasizing about being a cowboy to take out that outlaw. Let's go. All right. Sorry, Mikkel. Another person. Who else wants to step up and face the best in the West? Good old Ralphie. Winner number 1. On your mark. Set. Cobra Kai. Face mask. See on my face. 1, 2, 3. Finish! Winner! Fresh to go in the West. Now, bro, you gotta say something in chat. You got like 1 minute. There you go. All right, one more. We'll do 2 for the first go. Winner number 2. You win a big fat pile of fat. Great cash. Person number 2. Should we play like the outro song? I love this song so much. Hey, and Mike, Hawk Small. Mike Hawk Tua. Today's winner. Congrats, buddy. Let's fucking go, man. Good job, good job. Okay. Okay, so both of you guys, send me a message in Discord. Take a screenshot of your YouTube account from your perspective. You know the rules. And then send me your emails you started your FundedNext account with. And yeah, so giveaway bonanza. Number 2. 10 more minutes. Good job. Congrats. We got Mike. A boy Mike from the chat. Big winner, big winner, big winner. Good job. Okay. All right, now back to the stock market. We'll do giveaway bonanza continues every 10 minutes. One more giveaway. I got my glasses all smudged up. Christoph, it knew. Wait, it knew what? What did you say about the names? LOL. Yeah, the giveaway knew. We manifested it with the Hawk Twa. Okay. All right, so next, thank you for coming to give away bonanza. I sound like my brother. I sound like my grandpa. Actually, that's more like, believe it or not, that's actually like the Wyoming cowboy accent. Texas accent's a little bit like this. A Texas accent, living down here in Houston, Texas. That's Texas accent. The kind of withdrawn cowboy like the Heath Legend, Brokeback Mountain. That's a Wyoming cowboy. That's the Northern Cowboys. You know, stoic face. Don't Clint Eastwood. Howdy, partner. That's not a Texas thing. That's some Northern Cowboys. The actual Cowboys are still around. One's running cattle back and forth in the Northern Plains. Sound more like which guy you recommended on FundedNext to 50K? I made a mess.
This is like the worst mess I've ever seen. There's like literally dollar bills behind your desk, on the floor. I have to come in here and
Put them up. Put them up.
Are you okay, honey? Are you okay?
I want to be a cowboy, Mom.
Are you okay?
I want to be a cowboy, Mom.
What?
Don't take my dream away from me. Bro.
When
What's
have
up,
you
dude?
become so cringe? What the hell?
You don't have, you don't have to come up here and clean up the mess every day
It's
from the money gun.
cultural.
Is it cultural?
It's cultural. I hear money hit the ground and I gotta come up running.
Oh, that's so funny.
Is that a cultural thing or is that like a...
Is that a Vietnamese thing?
Yeah.
So Vietnamese thing, you can't, my Vietnamese people in chat, you can't have money hit the floor. It's bad luck. So after the money gun hits the floor, you got to come up here and pick the money up. Even fake money?
Even fake money. You gotta respect the money, even if it's replica.
Okay, okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. All right, it's time. You want to wrestle? You want to wrestle? Do your best job.
Don't we have to like stand back to back?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you ready?
Okay.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3.
3.
Oh, you aimed low. You knew I was gonna duck. Wow.
Of course you're gonna aim
Bro,
low. All guys
bro.
will try to get their area out of the way so you're gonna duck. Does that make any
You were
sense?
trying to shoot me in the dick?
Yes.
You aimed low because you were shooting. Oh my god.
Hey, did you guys watch You?
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna say. Sorry.
Somebody get shot in the dick?
Oh damn it, babe! You ruined it. At least it wasn't me.
All right, 10 more minutes. Giveaway bonanza continues. All right, back to trading. We're here for trading.
No, you're not.
Yes, ma'am.
You're here for IDOT.
That's right. Dude, I'm going to be like a radio show of characters, like the super cringy characters on every morning radio show. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
We got Charlie the Cowboy in the house. Howdy, folks. We're here to talk about, how to save money on your car insurance. What's up?
I look like a really lonely dog lady. My shirt. I wear my dog.
This is nappy hour. Oh my god.
I promise I'm working. while I'm watching you.
These are like gifts that you get your aunt at the airport, like when you're coming home. Like your aunt that's the dog lady that just you give everything she has is like a dog gift or a cat gift.
It's like one of those things where you're like, oh shit, I forgot to get family a gift kind of gift.
Yeah. Oh, they like dogs. Let's get them that. Yeah.
Right.
Make it fun. All right, get it over with. Come on. Hurry up.
Asking for it now? I gave you a wet one too.
Yeah, that was uncomfortably wet, bro. Oh,
Love
man.
it, or else I'll leave you.
Wait, don't leave me.
I'll leave you. I literally changed my flight today.
Yeah, we got 2 more days. How many more days?
4 more.
4 more days.
Until next Tuesday.
Excellent, excellent. All right, cool.
You owe me money.
What? For what?
You said you'd pay for my flight.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right.
$400.
That's right.
Right? Take that much.
All right, whatever.
I heard that. How disrespectful.
Dear God. All right, we have that was like 10 minutes. We already have another giveaway coming up. All right, cool. Are you guys FundedNext people? Mike, you guys know the drill. Send me a message. The 2 winners, Mike and Dinesh. Wait, you guys are the winners, right? Oh, I guess. And Mike Hawktua. You win the cowboy hat? Oh, by far. Like, that cowboy hat, wear it everywhere. I promise you'll get beat up, like, everywhere you go. Like, walk into a real country bar with a, I don't know, a sequined foam hat with, like, some sparkly LED in it. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You'll totally be well received in any cowboy bar you go to. They'll absolutely love you to death. That hat will go very well with your assless chaps. I'll tell you. That's for sure. You sent 5 messages in chat. It didn't pick it up, Mikkel. If you didn't do it in time, it didn't count. That's the rule. Did you type it in chat, though? Hold up. The thing is that this has a countdown. And if you don't get your name in before the countdown is over, it doesn't work. And I have to tell you guys, here's the rule. There is an 8-second give or take delay between this and you. So the problem is that while you might see 30, 29, 28, it's really 22, 21, 20 here. So it's 1 minute minus like 8 seconds because of the YouTube delay. Once this countdown is over, the countdown is like, once it hits like 8 seconds, the countdown is over. So you're watching the past right now by like 8 seconds. So you got to get in quick enough. So if you didn't get in quick enough, brother, I'm sorry, man. I was yelling at you. I know it was a buzzer beater. But next time. All right, we got like 7 more giveaways and congratulations, my cock small. You are today's the winner. Bro, I love saying your name, dude. Like, everyone say it out loud right now to yourself and chuckle. Mike Hawk to a Mike Hawk's small. Cute, bro. Cute, okay? I love it. Congrats on being a winner, bro. That's good, man. I'm glad you won. I'm glad both of you guys won. And Mikkel, I'm sorry, bro. You didn't get in time. I know it sucks, but you got to type your name. And if it doesn't happen in the time frame, and then other people will tell you, hold on. Like, let me see. Somebody asked, is my girlfriend 15? She acts like it though, right? IDOC is better than you. Oh yeah, 1,000 times. Like every one of these, you're gonna wake up, save a horse, ride a cowboy, loses money, then Matt loses it. Yeah, pretty much. All right. All right, we've got. Let's do one more. I'm not gonna play the music this time. Let's do one more. This is for these are going to be for, I think, Tradeify Advanced. All right, we'll do one more for Tradeify. So everybody, really quick, start over. You get another chance. Tradeify. We'll do one more. And then we'll do another one after 10 minutes, and another one after 10 minutes, another one after 10 minutes. It sounds like that scene from The Big Short, where he's like, of Wolf of Wall Street. It's like, bring me 2 absolute martinis, and then 7 minutes later, bring me 2 more, and then 5 minutes later, bring me 2 more, and keep doing that until one of us passes the fuck out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ah, very good choice, Sarah. You can drink on your job? How else are you going to do this job? Cocaine and hookers, my friend. We've all seen that movie one too many times. All right. Market pulling back off resilience. This is why you guys come here to learn something, not just for the super awesome cowboy antics, but half gap resistance, as I mentioned earlier, is a really strong resistance with resilience being less than 0. The S&P has been deteriorating over the course of today's session, so there really is no propagation back here. Who here has traded and you're out of the way now that resilience has shown its ugly head and it's less than 0? You guys got out of the way? Nobody's long in this, right? Y'all are chilling, waiting for it. It's not a bear setup. It's not a bull setup. It's kind of like in a weird consolidating setup. Right? Smart. Resilience is Bay. I love resilience. It's like the best trading indicator, period. It is so good at what it does. And if you... This was kind of like some brutal selling pressure today, and we're gonna wait and see if that actually plays out as well. I can take another long stab at bulls on bottom. Let's watch S&P really quick. You had kind of a small day, Simon. Small loss day. Medium loss day. I don't know how that converts. Half gap is resistance now. I feel like we have a new character for the stream. I feel like like one of these days, dude, I'm gonna come in with like chaps and spurs and boots. Like I'm gonna literally like, oh, I'm gonna do it. I live in Texas. There's like Western wear all over the place. Although I do need a real cowboy hat, to be honest. I don't have one. I don't know where I'd wear it enough, but I do need a hat. All right. One more to toss out this Tradeify account. Tradeify Advanced. I think this is a 50K Advanced. Somewhere in here. Remember, you guys got to message me in Discord, the picture of YouTube, and tell me your email on the account that you signed up with with these prop firms. And we give away over 100 accounts every single month. This is the end of the month. End of the month, we're going to start doing Corey Schwann's. Congrats. We're going to start doing Bonanza giveaway because we got so many to give away. We can give away fast enough. Let's go. Corey Schwann's winner. All right. Good job. Okay. Now we're going to chill on this. 10 more minutes for Bonanza to continue. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Okay. All right. If I don't get a copyright strike, I'm going to play the Bonanza song all the time going forward. All right, so today's open and SPY. We are through the half gap with negative res as expected. It's going to have a hard time breaking through it. We are still hitting 2 solid bull supports. So we'll see kind of like what happens here on this. S&P and QQQ are both riding back towards like lower bull zone support. If anything cool comes out of this one. Gonna take another trade at lower. Oh, S&P has yeah, so there's no strong pivots nearby on S&P. QQQ is just kind of teasing itself back to where that lower bear bull zone bottom pivot will be. QQQ supporting also at blue pivots. We talked about the dynamic hedge pressures last night. These are also bull pivots throughout the day's session. So we'll see if that does anything. I don't think we... Maybe I'd like to take an S&P. One more time. Lower low would be kind of neat on S&P though. Morning, James. What's up, man? All right. Conditions are not at all improving. We're losing more stocks by the moment. Even off of this bounce, this is kind of a fake out bounce. This little green bounce here, the stock's got a little worse even on that. Okay, so right now our current task that we're doing for the platform is the internal multi-charts on TradingView. So this will allow us to open up our futures charts in the what we call the child window. So this is the parent window and the child window. Main window's parent. You can pop out little child windows off to the side. And inside of those, you can only have one futures connection to CQG. So you can't have futures open in multiple places, only in the main window. This will allow you to open internal multi-charts like with TradingView. It's the TradingView multi-chart feature. And so inside of here, you'll be able to click that button to open a split pane inside of your window so you can open multi-charts there. And then you'll be able to open futures in both of them. While y'all typing Tradeify, because it's giveaway bonanza. Giveaway bonanza. Doing giveaway every 10 minutes. We're giving away one prop account for the next 10 minutes. For the next 90 minutes, every 10 minutes. So Tradeify is what we're doing now. Tradeify bonanza. Speaking of Tradeify, Brian is on Tradeify this morning. Got to drop in and show my support there. Is it already over? Now it's already over. Oh, I missed it. I'm about to stop in and say hey. Well, I'll send my love on Twitter. And Tradeify's got some good guests on this week. They had Rips is on twice, Brian's on once. Pretty, all my friends. Okay, so right now, this is a possible second support on S&P. Stronger pivot. I think lower low on S&P might be more appropriate, but I could probably build an S&P long position from here, just hoping conditions improve a little better. Not a good long setup from here, but here is a good setup, and here's a good setup. The same thing we did in NASDAQ is going to likely be applicable on the S&P. These are really good pivots. This is pivot number one. This is the best one that we've got, which is roughly about, that's 40 points lower, though. That's way down here. Do I want to take it? I mean, I'd wait for it. I definitely could wait for it. What do y'all think? Wait for it. Not take it from here, but wait for it, right? Yellow line is pivot. Monthly hedges at the same spot. So we have about 40 points here and 40 points here. Puts us right at monthly hedge. So the bigger support that we have for the day is literally this orange line. Dude, if we fall to here, oh, that's candy money right there. Easy peasy on that one. Yeah, about 40 minutes till I go live on my funded. So if I come back after I do my funded, will you guys rejoin the stream if I come back? Curious how many people will come back. Because it's only 11:30 to 12:30. I might as well keep going. I mean, but it'd be like 2 streams though instead of 1. Okay. Oh, speaking of my funded, I got a task they sent me. I got everything done over here. Okay, let's see. Oh, oops. All right. Oops. I got a task I need to do really quick. Right, and done. Okay, that's done, that's done, that's done. This is done. All right. Done, done, done. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Resilience conditions are still deteriorating a little further and still supporting on this blue line, but I think that it's going to take another leg down. I'm not betting that it will, but I'm thinking that it will. I don't know what you guys think, but it doesn't feel bullish from here. And that VIX is not giving us any love either, right? All right, question or pop quiz. If you thought it was going to go lower from here, would you short it or would you sit and wait out for better long? The blue lines are dynamic hedge pressure. They're medium strong support pivots. Medium strong support pivots. Guys, don't forget we have 1 day left on this FundedNext sale. 1 day left, that's it. You guys want the no DLL with 40% off? This is by far the best prop account that it exists right now. There's no monthly fee, and no activation fee. You can buy them and sit on them if you want to use them later. You get uncapped payouts and you get full profit split with these guys, and it's 40% off. I'm going to tell you, this is the best. The fact that they had an end of the day account with uncapped payouts made it golden enough, but they got rid of the DLL for any account bought in these 4 days, and it goes through funded. So your funded account will have no drawdown either. It's just a balance. It's like an end of the day drawdown. That's it, with no daily loss limit. That is huge. So if you guys wanted to stock up on that at 40% off, just get them if you don't use them and then use them later. You're not going to find a better account. This is better than Top Step now. It's better than MFF now. these 4 days. So Top Step and My Funded Futures are the gold standard of end of the day drawdown accounts. Right now, FundedNext has just beat both of them with their rules. You get better rules for cheaper price. An activity rule, 7 days, Josh. Once every 7 days. When you're funded, it's once every 30 days. Want I short from negative half gap resilience? You can. It's just a coin flip pivot. While you can do that, it's not one that I do normally teach. I rather would short at the top of the box down to here, but this is short resistance, even though if you believe it. There are certain pivots that I just take in a bull market, and even though I know that it's possible to resist from here, I still don't short it. But you can take any pivot you want as long as you commit to the trade. It's not a terrible idea. It's just not the highest probability setup. And at this mode, I'm focusing on just the A pluses. This one I'd call like a B setup, which is still good. It's just not like the highest probability. Even though it's a perfect pivot when it works, it just doesn't work as much as the other ones I have. So FundedNext does not calculate loss at the end of the day. No. So it calculates loss in real time, but your loss limit moves once a day. So every night when an account resets, the loss limit moves to be a drawdown off of your end of the day balance. And then it's that throughout the rest of the session. From FundedNext, the 50Ks, Jesus, it's the one in the middle. It's the best value for the dollar you spend. Without DLL, the 50K is the best, the 25K is the second best, and the 100K is the third best. Without the DLL. When this sale is over, the 100K is the best because the buffering is, or the DLL gives you a chance to have a bigger buffer on that. You can scale the account faster. You were down 2.6 and it didn't boot you. Oh, dude, bro, if that happened, a lot of times you luck out because the system hasn't caught up yet. And I've seen some of my accounts before do that with other firms. Like you dip below your loss limit by a couple $100 and it doesn't catch it and you still survive in the account. That just has to do with how fast their auto liquidation system updates versus how fast the data feed updates on your client side. Client side data feed likely updates faster than their website is getting the is he failed signal. There's no daily loss limit for FundedNext. Nope, not right now. Only in the accounts that are bought in the next 1 day from now. It's only going to last for 24 more hours. Has no daily loss limit. That's the huge part of the sale. If that wasn't big enough, we only get 5% off with them and they made it 40. So it's like dirt cheap, no daily loss limit, uncapped payouts, and you can DCA. You can literally martingale yourself to a big fat account. That's kind of neat. Kind of neat. The link to sign up, yeah, it's in the description below, but you can also use code ROCKET. Let me give you the link. Hold on. But as far as if you guys do prop firms, and I've gotten 2 payouts with them, so I can confirm they pay out. It's not like it's a you know, an issue there. I've gotten 2 payouts with them already. So why are the rules too good to be true? Well, you know, it's a market cap. I think the description has my affiliate link, but use code ROCKET. Here you go. That's the link. Make sure you sign up for futures and not CFD. There's a slider at the top. Don't buy the CFD accounts because they won't work. Yeah. So, you know, like I said, if I open a restaurant in the middle of a bunch of other restaurants as an unknown chef, I would make my food free for like 2 weeks and get people in the door, see if they like it. And this is it's a good step to take. It's obviously not a sustainable business model, but hell, if they're handing out free steaks, I'm going to grab one. I'm absolutely going to grab one. All right. We're approaching Bonanza again. Bulls on bottom, QQQ. Thank you, Simon, for hollering at me on this one. I want to take it one more time. Might as well take it one more time with medium risk. One account, one contract. Thank you, Simon. EZB, Oh, we're a little farther off from it, so 12 points from here. Right at about 10 now is where it's moved to. Appreciate you, Simon. I need to start like giving you a portion of my gains because you always tend to remind me when I'm not paying attention. Might as well take it. Take it to where? Half gap. This is a again the same trade as earlier, maybe a little bit more. And if it holds, it holds, and it holds for the bigger run for the day. So this is like, are we bullish or bearish for the day? Simon's gonna clip that. He's like, that's a binding contract, sir. Oh yeah, this account is upside down $600. Let's see if I can turn this account green for the day. Let's run it, baby. Run it, run it. Yeah, run it, run it. You think the guys at My Funded Futures would love Cowboy Steve? Howdy, y'all. Good morning. Is it too early in my career with My Funded Futures to have IDOC show up in an otter onesie? Like twerk dancing on stream? Is it too early for that? I think they're ready for that. Kevin Costner. Hell yeah, dude. Howdy, Potter. Today, give away Bonanza. Tradeify. Type it in chat. Howdy, partner. Put your guns up. Get your dancing shoes out. We're going to do Bonanza. Give away Bonanza today, y'all. He said y'all just like my Louisiana family accent. I don't know where I'm from. Ready? Mark, set, go. This is for a Tradeify advanced something 50K, I think. I will single-handedly kill the company a day with my best costumes. You think they could handle Sensei Matt? I don't think they can handle Sparkly Cowboy Matt though. I don't think that My Funded Futures is ready for this part. All right, cowpokes. Put them up. One, 2, 3, draw. AJ, you're the winner. Congratulations, AJ. Tradeify something or other. I'm gonna get back. Monitoring the stairs. We'll see you later. Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to play the Bonanza song. AJ, you got 30 seconds to type something in. All right, there you go. You're starting to piss Michael Landon off. There you go. All right, good. Congrats, AJ. All right, we'll see you later. Michael Landon's going to jump out of the TV. Jump out of the grave, and then out of the TV, and then be angry at you. IDOC in bikini, not onesie. Now we're talking. You hear that, IDOC? The fans have spoken. Come in here with your best bikini, and we'll be all right. We'll be on the same page there. What I'm gonna do now? Do I still want to try to take along here? Stu. Y'all are funny. In there. They're still trying to find a lot of selling pressure from here. Resilience is not getting worse. It's not getting better. In this particular mode, this is not a really strong pivot. Just kind of excited to see it like maybe go higher. I don't know. All right, I'll tap it one time in my FundedNext account. And we hit it one more time. Expanding volatility here. Let's double check the VIX while we're waiting. Oh, dude, VIX futures are just starting to tail up. This isn't good. This actually isn't good at all. I might just play the chop in here. Close out with some profit. I am a little high off of bull zone bottom. All right, so after I do my funded, we'll jump back on the stream here. And if you guys have a sizable turnout, we'll still stream in the afternoon. We'll see what happens. This was up like 500 bucks. What happened? What happened? Come on, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. If God, it's still the same. It's the same range. So I'm just playing the range in here. Because if we start losing these key pivots here, it gets really bad, actually. If we start losing this bull zone area, it just gets like really, really bad from here. Because I just put 1 on it. I'll do the same thing as earlier. Just tap it with 1 and just hang on to it. See what happens. Just my luck. Well, that VIX is looking pretty gnarly. Okay. Ugh. Well, that's not good. Do that. Yikes. Yeah, that's done. Oh, I don't like that at all. So now we're losing like really crazy resistances here. Okay, so that's actually not good to be losing this. Let's look at SPY really quick because that's the next pivot. Well, that was not the best. Bulls on bottom nearby. Okay. That was pretty gnarly. Okay, well, we're gonna wait now for better circumstances. Not the best. Hey, man, if this market crashes today and my puts make money, I am not at all complaining. Like, I don't think it's going to happen, but anything's possible. Not good, guys. We're losing bull zone with positive bullish. Just the stocks are just deteriorating. I wouldn't at all. I'm going to tell you guys straight up. I wouldn't at all be trying to grab long pivots from here at all. We are actually falling all the way lower DD. Actually, lower DD band is an every single time setup, though. Oh my God, I'm convincing myself to do it. Where's that other yellow line on S&P and NASDAQ, though? Where was this one at? 537 and 300. What was this? Oh, 304, 304. Oh, it's where the DD band is. Okay. So there is going to be a final strong pivot here at the green line. Along back to open. That's it. That's the one. Yeah. That is the one. Yeah. That's the NASDAQ. Let's see where S&P is relative as well first. Let's let S&P make its way all the way down. All right, let's see what's going on with the news. Hold on, something's happening. Crude oil. Oh, it's the never mind. It's EIA numbers because it's there's a holiday week. They pushed it ahead to Thursday. Okay, you guys know the drill. We're gonna have yellow line here. We're gonna have DD band here. Let it fall. Let this bad boy fall. Yeah, that wasn't market news, just oil news. Okay. That bull's on bottom didn't support. Guy out of the way that one pretty quick. This account's now down 1900 again. It's the only one I was trading, so I'm gonna show you guys the update of that. Right here. That's this one again. This one was like down 600. Now it's down 1900. Now we're gonna wait. That was interesting. And normally you don't lose bull zone, but what we do in the liquidity pocket is we wait for the tap. So from here, I've got roughly 160 points lower on NASDAQ, which is roughly here about 160. Well, that can get pretty gnarly. So NASDAQ right here is kind of at every single time setup. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I wait for the S&P? That's the real question. That becomes the real question. That is a wild loss of bull zone bottom. Not normally what you would see, right? Huge oil draw, by the way. 2.8 million barrels. Forecast minus 1.8 draw. Previous was a build. Those numbers are just cyclical. You know, they up and down. It's all kind of random. As like one of those lows. Oh yeah, it did 100%. Question is though, S&P is basically like very close to its lower band, and I would love to grab that EST trade on S&P. That'd be like one of my favorites. Grab. All right, we got 30 more minutes till I head over to my Funded Futures. I want all you guys to go over there with me. You know, jump in chat, be fun, be cool, be obnoxious, be whatever. Go in there, give some support when we jump over. Then after that, I'll try coming back to stream for the afternoon just to see what's going on in the afternoon. You guys want to hang out with me some more? I'll come back over here. if y'all are okay with that. Lower DD band support on NASDAQ. We're still not close to that support on the S&P though. But hopefully that is the final spot of the day. I didn't take it though on NASDAQ. I wanted to see S&P hit its lower band. Usually in a move like this, I want to see the S&P be the one that supports. You have another FundedNext. Let's go. All right, one more giveaway. All right, today for giveaway bonanza. My funded futures. And we'll do the futures desk ones tomorrow because I want to give them a little more face time than just throwing it in the bonanza. We'll give away those tomorrow. MFFU. Type it in chat. Anna. Looking pretty solid here. I don't know if you grab DD band low. I was waiting for the S&Ps to take a long off of, but NASDAQ looks like it's supporting pretty solid there. Upper resistance, declining volume, advancing candles. This is good. This is an overshoot on this news. So this might try to recover, I think, pretty rapidly. There's no volume persisting this going lower. This was just a big old stop sweep today. That is probably the bottom. All right. Y-Funded Futures, let's go. Come on, Cowboys. Put them up. Did you guys grab that DD band bottom? I didn't grab it. Alex Scalps. Congrats, you're now the winner of a My-Funded Futures something account. I think 25K starter. That's the one, yeah. Alex Scalps, type something in chat. All the winners, you must contact me in Discord. Take a screenshot of your YouTube account so I can see that it's you. And then send me a message with the email that you signed up for My-Funded Futures with, and I will hook you up with those accounts. Good job, Alec. And we will be back later today. I'm going to be on My-Funded Futures TV for the next hour, starting in 20 minutes. We'll pour it over there. It's your birthday. Any giveaways for birthdays? Are you giving away cake? That's the real question. I thought my hair was crazy from the cowboy hat. Shame you didn't win. Well, we're doing 2 more giveaways before I get out of here. This is giveaway bonanza. That's kind of giveaway. All right. Yesterday and today has not been like the most lovely trading for me. I've had some terrible luck in this environment. My good strong pivots weren't necessarily strong enough. Took some good scalps, took some good wins. This account's still down. Still trying to figure out what to do. Okay, we'll do one more My Funded Futures in 10 more minutes. And then when I go on everybody, we'll head over to My Funded Futures TV because we'll be on that show today. And we'll switch right at 10:30. Or sorry, 12:30 Eastern. We'll switch over. And if y'all caught that DD bounce, you guys are solid. Congrats. Y'all are braver than I am. I'm too busy dancing around in a sparkly cowboy hat. Who grabbed DD Band EST? Y'all grab that? Did y'all trade that? I'm very proud of y'all if I grabbed it. Back to Bull Zone bottom again. I could actually stab it one more time at Bull Zone bottom. Clean, clean, clean. Yo, we need a name for the lunch crew. You guys come over to Lunch Money. I'll have to come up with a name for the crew. Like something that's cool. Like what can I call you guys? Lunch crew, you know, like what's a cool, corny name? Lunch gang, you know what I'm saying? Pickle peeps. The Capri Sun kids, you know, that's what I would have at lunch every single day. The lunch losers. Although in a trading sense, I like calling people losers because I'm kind of mean, but in a trading sense, I don't want to call people losers because then it just sounds like I want them to lose at trading. I could believe everyone's a loser in real life, but I don't want them to lose at trading at the same time. Brunch bombers? Ha! The lunch mob. Lunch meat. Lunch pals. Are you done for the day? No. Nope. Recess warriors. Lunch lurchers. These are kind of cool. Lunch money bullies. Why don't I go trade with algorithm? I understand the question. Brunch bunch. The brunch bunch? Oh my god. That's hilarious. That is so bad. It's good. Lunch meat. What's up, lunch meat? Kicking it up in here with the brunch bunch. It's Lunch Money with Matt. Let's go. All right. Boy, you guys are going to unsubscribe so fast. It was nice knowing you while you were here, though. I'll tell you. The Arby's licks. Oh, my God. Okay. 15 minutes. We roll up into that. And I'll come back after the show and be here again. Lunch nanzas. I like that. Lunchtime bonanza. Guess we got these. The average Joe traders. This is cool. The rocket scooters. Back to bull zone where I got flushed. Holy shit. This is a long entry pivot if it does support back in bull zone. This is another long entry chase. Why I didn't tap it down here because I'm just a big distracted wuss, but that was such a great pivot, you guys. If y'all got zone to zone there, ear to ear, that's perfect. I'm very proud of you guys that took that trade. Very nice. Very, very nice, actually. EST one more time and bull zone bottom. Like, I know I got flushed on it, but EST is always good. I always try to get back in on the long. I know it sounds kind of weird because I missed out on this move, but always worth being long for the trade I did want to take earlier. Resilience is still bad though, so it's still the same resistance. The dip crew. The Cheeto kids. Fruit by the foot. Fruits by the foot. Let's see. What was your lunch typically consisting of as a kid? Mine was like a PB&J sandwich, some potato sticks or some kind of chips or something, and pretty much a Capri Sun. That was what I had. Or Kool-Aid Cooler was like these like really gross Kool-Aid-ish sort of like flavored, like there's so many preservatives in it, they just tasted awful, but it was like you twist the top off, you would squeeze the Kool-Aid into your mouth like the commercial. Potato stick. Oh, it's like a thick potato chip that's cut into like little sticks, like matchstick size. It's like matchsticks that are potato chips. My dad used to love them. We used to have like gigantic bags of them, and my mom would just scoop some into a little Ziploc baggie for me. You snuck a tube of cookie dough into 3rd and 4th grade, and the lunch monitors were concerned about your dad's decision making. Andrew gets like CPS calling him because his dad is like just giving him some cookie dough for lunch. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Son, we're gonna need to talk to your parents. Like, no, I'm just a bad kid. All right, guys, and to finalize the last one before we get out of here, because I got to run and get ready for the show. But my Funded Futures, one more time for the spinning wheel. We'll do it in 3 minutes. I'll be right back while y'all are doing that. I shall be right back. Am I green? Am I green? I need to like stop showing off by like leaving my computer with no stop on. I really should probably be trading a little bit more. A little bit more, you know, like it should be. When you leave your computer, you should always put a stop on, by the way. Rule number 1 of trading. Be a responsible trader. Okay. Spinny wheel one last time. My Funded Futures account, a 25K starter. It's the original trade I tried to take, got flushed out, not flinching, jumping right back in. This account is down 1,800 bucks. This is the only one I'm working on right now. Try to get back to green. My glass is nice and clean for the show. We are at lower. Blue to blue is always a strong pivot here where I'm looking on my screen. Blue to blue. Always good. Melody. Hi? Sai? Melody Sai? Am I saying that right? Type something in chat, Melody. Congrats, you're the winner. Today's my Funded Futures giveaway. Don't make me put the cowboy hat back on. Congrats, Melody. Hey, Melody's here. What's up? What's up? Congrats. Congrats. All right, send me a message in Discord, Melody, with just a screenshot of your YouTube channel. That way I know it's you. And then message me in my Discord. All you guys at 1 and guys and girls at 1 today, go to my Discord. Link in description below. Send me, Matt, a message, and then I'll get you guys hooked up. Send me the email that you have your My Funded Futures account with. I'll send it to them, and they'll give you guys your free account tomorrow. Everyone else, same rule. Go, Melody, go. Good job. All right, that's the last spinning wheel giveaway of the day. Bonanza, over. We had a great time with Bonanza. End of the month Bonanza. We get so many accounts to give away, we don't give them away fast enough. So at the end of the month, we tend to just give them all out. We can start with the next month. Thanks for tuning in, partner. All right, I'm done with that. Congrats, congrats, congrats. And Matt Pfaff, you guys, IDOC throwing that in there. I'll be joining those guys. I'll be here till like the last possible minute, but just let me get ready to jump in.
At 534 level should be targets.
Over in there in just a little bit. So when I'm in this stream and while the outro is going, all you guys head over there. All right, giveaway's over, you guys. Thanks for tuning in for being here for the giveaway. Bonanza is over, but we're not done streaming. Current trade target is all the way up to blue. If not, resilience, half gap, if resilience is better than 0. And it's getting worse, so the market is not likely to get a really strong push past here. But I want to be in the trade just in case it does. The stream needs to fade the black with credits like a TV show. You are absolutely right. Your wish is my command. All right, everybody, head on over. IDOC's posting it. Head on over to My Funded Futures. We'll be there in just a little bit. I'm coming back here after the show, but you guys got to go there and give us support. Hop on over there. They do, like right now, they're giving away 20 expert accounts right now on that show, on the other stream. Holy crap, they're doing so many giveaways there. I'm watching it right now on Tom's segment.